There are two easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
I think Labradorite, when you think about it, is as beautiful as a diamond because it gives you, for me, more amazement than a diamond. You look at it and it does something really unexpected, like a lightning bolt.
Labradorite is one of those gemstones from Jewellery Maker that is always going to be a top seller. The Labradorite that you get from Jewellery Maker has got extreme amounts of labradorescence. The colour saturation is just superb, and that's really indicative of the quality that we can get for you here at Jewellery Maker. It seems to reflect your moods as well. Whatever kind of mood you're in, whatever you put it with, it seems to bring out those gorgeous colours, so it really is a true chameleon gemstone.
Did you know that no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one postage and packaging fee? Come and join guest designer Mark Smith with his fantastic DVD Chips and Nuggets with Wire. Mark guides you through everything you need to know to create these stunning pieces. From the tools that you will use to different types of wire and the gorgeous gemstones featured, it's like having a personal tutor in your living room.
Lapis lazuli is a beautiful gemstone, instantly recognisable for its blue tones. Lapis lazuli is in fact made up of lazurite, calcite and pyrite. Now these pyrite inclusions are really evident across the surface of the gemstone and give a beautiful metallic lustre to the stone itself. Lapis lazuli was often used in ancient times, ground down and mixed with other elements to create things like paint or even makeup as well. One of the biggest advocates of lapis lazuli was the fact Cleopatra herself wore it as a ground down paste as makeup.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Welcome back everyone, nice to have your company this afternoon. My name's Eleanor Bark and you're watching Jewellery Maker. Now this hour, listen, it's going to be fast and furious. It's our educational hour can be about a specific gemstone, it can be about a specific era, it can be about, well, your requests essentially. We've had cabochon hours, so this is all about your big and bold. It's not necessarily something I'm going to be teaching or you're going to learn anything from. It's about that big design feature, those statement pieces, and I've got such a variety of genuine gemstones, of shapes and styles, more than you could possibly wish for. We've got, did you say this, Kim? Oh, that's coming your way, which is incredible. And also, are you kidding me? Big pearls. Coming all sealed, and yeah, because of the quality of these, I'm going to keep them out. My gosh, they're massive. And they're beautifully spherical. These are coming up as well. If you missed out on the pearls earlier on this morning, I've got I've got a big quantity of these, and they are some of the biggest that we've actually got. Full stop. Full stop. Might have been the biggest that we've ever brought you. They're amazing. If any of my loved ones are watching right now, please can you buy these? Please. When they come up. Not yet, but they are coming. Okay. We've got beautiful aventurine, we've got druzy, we've got lapis lazuli, we've got lemon quartz, we've got labradorite, we've got cabochons, we've got citrine, the wonderful pearls coming up. It's just loads and loads and loads. All about your big carat weights, your big statement pieces. Big and bold can mean colour as well, I suppose. I mean, if you are looking for sort of shy and retiring gemstones, yeah, we've got a couple in there, I suppose, but then it's got that impact of colour. So nothing dainty, nothing delicate coming your way in this hour. It is all about vivacious glory. But think about how you can use maybe the citrines with your other gemstones, how you could use the fuchsia pink agate cabochons with your other gemstones. Maybe you would use them individually. Okay, so I'm excited. Let's get this hour underway, starting with number 1. There are 5 single figure quantity, so this is clearance. The quality of your Labradorite. I'll say it, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Our Labradorite is off the chart beautiful. Some of the best that we've ever brought you. I mean, look at the amounts of displays of colour coming through this phenomenal gemstone. You just heard, I think it was Carol talking about Labradorite, how it almost senses your mood. You've got a rainbow of colour, and again, similar to your opals, the reds, the oranges, the yellows, the blues are the rarest to actually get, because it refers to the wavelengths and the distances those colours actually have to travel. Every Labradorite, and I'm not articulating the gemstones or manipulating them in any way, shape or form to influence them to light, so you can see that phenomenal effect. This is literally just me. Oh, look at that, do you see that reds? Look at those reds. Wow. It is a magic gemstone, isn't it? All I'm doing is twisting it round so you can see every single millimetre of them. They're fabulous, aren't they? There's 5 of these, though, unfortunately. I only wish I had more. Top drilled, elongated pairs, so very dramatic. Some will be a little bit more wider than others. They're all sizable pendants in my eyes. Look at that labradescence. Look at those blues and greens coming through just here in that gemstone. They're fabulous, aren't they? I always look at this gem and think of it as the Heathcliff gemstone, because it has got that mysterious and dark personality, I suppose. Let's bring that price tag in, because already we have got jewellery makers there. There are a limited quantity. I only wish I had more. We've been very busy this Saturday morning. £24.95. I'll give you a count of them as well. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Sorry, Ben. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. Approximately 26. Individual pendants. That's multiple pairs of earrings. That's 95 pence. 95 pence per Labradorite. Kim's saying they'd be rings. For Kim, they'd be rings. Well, you got 24 of them. I mean, look at those golden colours in the centre. That's the rarest tone to get. And it is, again, it's exactly the same as only minutes ago we were talking about it, Kim, weren't we? The distance of those wavelengths and how far they actually have to travel, that equates to the rarest colours in your gemstone. Basically, what you're seeing here, the reds, the oranges, those golden tones, they have to travel further. That's why it's particularly rare to get them in your gemstones like this. Tiny, microscopic inclusions within this gemstone basically trap the light and bring you that optical effect. Fabulous. Moving on to, I love these, and I almost want to go a wimble way, a wimble way, a wimble way, a wimble way. Come on, you're all singing it. I can hear Ben singing, but I can't reach that high note. No, Kim wants me to try. No. Yeah, the dog's just run off the sofa. Cat's just fallen off the windowsill. These are beautifully tribal, aren't they? Wimbleway, Wimbleway. It kind of reminds me of Lion King. I have put that song in your head, haven't I? At least it's a good song. It is a good song. I love these. Fabulous for gents jewellery. They are sizable rice beads. They look like caveman etchings, don't they? Ben says they will go with his rugged caveman look. I wouldn't call you like a caveman, Ben. No. You're more of like a rocker than you are... Okay, anyway, totally and utterly digressing. And it is all the way around. Look at those beautiful, genuine gemstones. I've got a text message in. Hi, have those, Elle. They look like what? I can't read it from here. Oh, relic's lovely. Okay, I thought I was looking at that and I didn't see the full stop. Yeah, they do, don't they? They're fabulous. I'm just thinking with orange and browns, maybe a mookite, some leather cord or some suede cord. That would look fabulous with one of them just as a bracelet. Now we should be at £11.95. Wonderful agate, just one of those on a leather cord. Just roll my sleeve up a bit. Oh, that price is going down now. That's cool, I like that look. £7.95. It's an amazing deal, isn't it? I'm trying to work out how they've actually made the agate look like this, because obviously it's treated. I'm wondering if it's kind of etched on or printed onto the... I don't know. They're dyed, most definitely, and that's not a problem, by the way, because treating a gemstone is not a negative. But this is like artwork on top of Mother Nature's artwork, isn't it? I wonder if they paint them by hand. They might do that. There's a chance, possibility. They're 38 by 12 millimeters. I don't know. They're the only sort of tribal inspired. And if we're bringing big and bold designs, tribal jewellery is most definitely that, isn't it? We've got a message in from Martha. Etched and then dyed, says Hannah Oxbury. So we were close. We were close. So you said etching, Ben, didn't you? And then dyed. So is that, Hannah Oxbury, is that with like a wax? Or am I going beyond information? Yeah, they're fabulous though. I can't help but go on about them. Deborah in Essex, one of those on the aluminium wire with a gizmo coil bead either side, very masculine. Yeah, they are masculine. My other half would without shadow of a doubt wear these. Without shadow of a doubt. Ben, who's directing me now, has just said he would. Phil's in the gallery. But Phil, would you wear these? Just on some leather cord, yeah. Really, really simple. I'd wear them as well, though, in the same process. Do you know what I love? I saw a design the other day, and it's basically matching bracelets, and it's corded bracelets for him and for her. So I can imagine him and her wearing these. £7.95 only. Got to move on. Well done. Well done to every single one of you. Is it the citrine strand here? Oh, this is so beautiful. I love... This has been made as well. The piece has been made by Anne. Look at that. Now Anne has actually got one of our torque necklaces and she's covered it. She's actually covered it. I'm trying to see, is that with some kind of cord or zari thread? If I turn this round, she's got the torque. I think that's our Zari thread, isn't it? And then it's been obviously, yeah, it is, it's the Zari thread. Love that, Anne. And then your citrine, look at these at the bottom, suspended. Look at the intensity of colour of these citrine. And then we've got one which is very simply added to one of our torque necklaces there as well. All the focus, all the attention being on these gorgeous gemstones. I love the movement that you've got there. Love this design, Anne. It's a high impact design, wonderful dramatic shapes and faceting. But when it comes to citrine, this is everything that citrine aspires to be. Rich, buttercup yellows, like liquid sunshine. Myth and legend tells us, and we can't say this is absolutely true, obviously, because it is a myth and a legend, but the belief that if you own top quality citrine, if you own one, the wearer or the owner, it's believed to bring you prosperity and wealth. I suppose because of the sort of gold connotations, and you have got that liquid gold beauty. Look at that. So dramatic, isn't it? This is everything that citrine aspires to be in terms of its intensity of colour. They are like gold nuggets, aren't they? So you can understand that myth and legend in the sense that if you own a top quality citrine, one that has got all of those wonderful intensities of colour, then it is going to bring you prosperity and wealth. I love that sentiment. I just think, you know, so it's a nice idea and a connotation behind. So maybe just one of those is a little gift. Oh, and it's meant to bring you, it's believed to bring you sort of wealth and prosperity. That's a nice little thoughtful gift, isn't it? And certainly big and bold, 1,160 carats of your cut large nuggets, 14 by 10 millimeter, right the way up to 22 by 15 millimeter, and this is an 18 centimeter strand. Instantaneously, we have got jewellery makers on the phone lines. Not surprised, it's the first citrine I've brought you all day. We should be at £19.95. Should be. Before we drop that price point, looks like sunshine through honey. How poetic, Beverly. It does, doesn't it? You can almost taste the sweetness. Lowest ever price point. Bristol, Midlothian, congratulations to you. I love that graduation. You've almost got a bicolour, haven't you? You've almost got a bicolour citrine here. $11.95. I would take that one. Let's single it out, I suppose. I would take that one and make it into a big, big, chunky cocktail ring, wouldn't you? Look at that. It has almost got a bicolour beauty. How often do you see bicolour gemstones? Elizabeth in Worcestershire, Joy, Pauline, hello to you, Joan, hello to you, Cassandra, hello to you, Yorkshire, hello to you, Carrie Matt, hello to you, Dorothy May, hello to you, Beverly, hello to you, Elizabeth, hello to you, Kent on those phone lines, telephone bidders, do stay where you are. We should have been, was it $19.95? That's almost a 50% reduction for you. Big, bold sizes, carat weights, but also, and in some of the most intense citrine. Can I just... Wow. Those pearls are stonking. I love that word. So can we bring back stonking? We want the revival of stonking. Yet they are, aren't they? They are the biggest, and we're just double checking that we have here. Full stop. Amazing. Absolutely incredible. Well done to you, Jacqueline. Well done to you, Suzanne. Well done to you, Linda. Well done to you, Leah. Well done to you, Staffordshire. Well done to you, Isabel. Well done to you, Maureen. Well done to you, Yorkshire. Check out, though, if you've got it in your basket. Don't leave it there for very long. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 individual solitaires. For me, I'm thinking, well, that's my pendant. That's my focal piece right there. This one is going to be a ring. I'd be tempted with the smaller ones to actually make some earrings with those. Really allow the sunshine to get through that honey, like you so rightly pointed out. I love the fact that they are quite obscure shapes. Like this has got quite a flat back, so you could easily sort of secure that to maybe one of our torque necklaces. It could almost be glued and certainly wire wrapped around. Leave that with you. Congratulations. Don't forget those pearls are coming up. How many of those pearls have we got? Triple figure quantity. Can you remind me what it's going to? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. They are the biggest. If you were thinking of going anywhere, hang on. Don't go anywhere because the biggest pearl's coming up. I've got a few more products to bring you before that though. These are gorgeous. Look at the colours. Purple is probably one of the most favoured colours, don't you think? It's up there. I would say so. It's very complementary of different skin tones. I forget what, it's quite a few guest designers always talk about purple. You're getting, in this case, 2, 4, 6. We guarantee the carat weight rather than the actual cabochons. They are your purple colour druzy. Look at that. You've got a crevice within, of course. Aren't they amazing? Actually, what I'm going to do, get the light to shine it behind as well, because that's what I love about your banded agate or your druzy. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, my light doesn't seem to want to work. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Sprung to life. We just need a little shake, that's all. I love that. It's like magic, isn't it? You can imagine these suspended from maybe, I don't know, in front of a window. Let's bring you another one. Oh, so that one's more opaque. You just get that flash of that glow coming through the druzy. Wait till you see this one. Every single one will be different. A lot of druzy in this one. It's right in the centre. So you'd pick your favourite, I suppose. It's hard to pick because they're all so different. Love that purple. Absolutely adoring that purple. One for every occasion, all different shapes and sizes, guaranteed 350 carats of your cabochons. We talk about big and bold and beautiful. I think that the pear drop's my favourite. I can just imagine this suspended from the neckline, maybe on just a simple amount of your satin cord would look fabulous. All the attention on those gorgeous, gorgeous purples and pinks. I want to say pinks because you have got that pink line, the banding throughout the gemstone as well, and that dusting of what looks like sugar particles. They're beautiful, aren't they? Now we should be £13.95 for 350 carats of purple coloured agate with your druzy inside as well. Let's bring it to you at the lowest ever price point though. Grab it whilst you can. We've got multi-buyers instantaneously, so if you love working with your cabochons, and this hour we've had many jewellery makers say, I want an hour of cabochons. It was not necessarily an educational hour, it's just an hour dedicated to the shape. Well, we haven't quite done that, but we've certainly got multiple cabochons coming your way. £8.95. One and two Sylvia and Glamorgan multi-buying. Hello to Christina in Essex, well done to you. Cheryl in Maine, Brenda, Angela, Hazel in Cornwall, you're there as well. I'm just popping them all up to the neckline really, so you can see just how sizable they are, so how big and bold and beautiful they are. Angela, well done. Cornwall, Sarah in Essex, you're there. Mandy in Essex, congratulations to you. If it's in those baskets, you will need to check out. We've got lots of telephone bidders there. Why do you think purple is so desired as a colour? But then I suppose you could say, why is blue? I don't know. I think it's because it's so complementary. It's got that pinkish undertone, so it's so complementary of all the different skin tones, isn't it? I suppose. Not really sure why. But it is loved. It is loved globally. Do you love purple? And if so, what is it that you love about it? What's your favourite colour, actually? What's your favourite colour? Is the next your favourite, did you say, Kim? Which one? Oh, yeah, I love that colour too. Amazing. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Moving on. Moving on. Okay. The pearls are coming up after this strand. So if you're waiting for the pearls... I need those pearls in my life. Do you know how many times I've tried to get pearls, Kim? And you? We stand a chance for this, don't we? Have you written the codes down? The first one sold out though, didn't it? So this we stand a chance of getting? Okay, but first, one of my favourite gemstones. Totally and utterly natural. It's that wonderful soft mint green. Like spearmint colour. and these are columns, I suppose, puffy rectangles or columns. You can imagine real, almost architectural pieces of jewellery. Nothing stopping you actually making incredible statues with genuine gemstones. This strand actually looks very reminiscent to jadeite, so something you don't often refer to with amazonite. Because this is a slightly softer colour, more of a pastel colour, it's reminiscent to jadeite. Jadeite being one of the world's most valued and expensive gemstones. This is coming all the way from Russia. People are very quick to assume that amazonite, and I'm sure you know this already, but bear with me for those that don't. People are very close to assume that amazonite is from the Amazon. Actually, quite the opposite. As you can see, this is from Russia. It can be sourced in different locations around the world, and it has got one of the most gorgeous tones, very complementary, a soft, genteel gemstone. It works wonderfully with your Larimar, looks beautifully with your rose quartz, looks lovely with your pearls, looks amazing with your citrine. Laura in Cheshire, I love amazonite, looks amazing with rose and smoky quartz. Just what I agree, I just said that, Laura, as well. Great minds think alike, my darling. And with this shape as well, this is not a shape we see. It's the first time I've actually brought these rectangles, I suppose, today. Especially the big sizes. I'm thinking that would be a gorgeous ring. You see that? It looks almost like it curves around the finger. Or maybe a simple stretchy bracelet. I mean, how gorgeous would this be as a stretchy bracelet? Really simple to make as well. Our sister channel, over Christmas, they sell stretchy bracelets very similar to this, and they are hugely popular. And I'm betting, and I'm all right to say this, to make a comparison, obviously I can't curve it properly without the elastic, but I'm certain that it's going to be more than what you're about to see on your on your screens right now. Gorgeous amazonite, very easy to wear, easy to make rather, and easy to wear as well. Straight down there, 18 by 30 millimeters, 300 carats of your puffy rectangles, so you've got the curves on both sides. $6.95. $6.95. They'd be amazing with your pearls as well, wouldn't they? Look how they wrap around themselves. So, you know what I was saying about structure? Look at that. See that? Real structure. I had to buy the strand, thank you. Oh, you're welcome, my darling. $6.95, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? How many gemstones do you get which is like a minty green? Mint pearls, but they'd have been dyed. I can't think of another minty green gemstone. Aventurine, I suppose, but that's not mint green. I can't think of any. Well, the colour's natural anyway. Amazing. Why don't you Suffolk? Hello, Tyneham. Hello to you, Lynn. Hello to you, Tetty. Hello to you, Laura. Hello to you, Lynn. Hello to you, Stacey. Hello to you, Margaret. Hello to you, Lorraine. Hello to you, Janice. North Yorkshire, Maureen, Multibang, Janice, you're there. Anne, Helen, Cheryl, Carol, you're with me as well. Look at that. An amazing suggestion from Thomas in Manchester. They would look great with a watch face. Oh, I love that idea. I love that idea. So a watch face, and you're thinking elastic. Or chain, I suppose, whichever. Yeah, that would look fabulous. I love it, I love it. Stay on those phone lines. You can still do it, I've just got to move on in the essence of time. Now, do you mind if I just be a little bit selfish for one moment? If my mum and dad are watching right now, please will you dial through for me, because these are going to sell out. And oh, you want them as well, Kim? Because, oh, your mum's watching. Is your mum watching, Kim? Yeah. Will you? Every time, Kim has just said, if my mum's watching, I'll get her to get you one as well. Okay, so we're on the lookout, Kimbo's mum. Every time that we have brought a strand like this recently, and I'm talking in weeks now, we miss out. We absolutely miss out. These are, and we've double checked, hence why this is now being played. It was originally going to be earlier on in the hour. This is the biggest pearls strand that they've got on our website available here in the vault currently. Right now, this moment in time, this is the biggest. 30 instantaneously, forgive me for clicking my fingers, allocated in baskets. How many do we have? 123. Okay, let's bring it to you. Kim, you know what? I think we're going to miss out again. If your mum's not there, we're going to miss out again, because I've already got Linda, Angela in Surrey, Angela in Lancashire, Trishelle, Catherine, Berkshire, Karen, Sharon, Esther, Margaret, Antoinette, Herefordshire, Katrina, Linda, Rosaline, Belinda's there. I can't keep up with the names. All over, up and multi-buys. These are the biggest, 11 by 13. And I don't know about you, lean on your own pearl knowledge and your pearl buying skills. I don't know if, I can't physically see that 2mm difference. Can you? Oh, that's how many we have. That is how many we have. Or had, I should say. Had. Straight down into double figures. Carol, well done. Christina, well done. Steve and Bev, well done. Angela, well done. Okay, I understand that it costs to get pieces valued, but I would really, really, really encourage you to go to a kind jeweller. I'm not talking the chains, because they might not be allowed to help, I suppose. They might have rulings. But if you found a family jeweller local to you and you took this in, put your time and effort into it, not the pearls if you managed to get the knot in tool earlier on, add your clasp, and I would personally, I'd be thinking about your gold. I'd be thinking about 18 karat gold. That's why, Kim, I'm desperate to get this. This is painful. Do you know how many weeks we've had to endure not being able to get hold of it? For those, if you're thinking right now, and we've brought pearls countless times today, this with the Tahitian pearls that come in tomorrow, sold out today, by the way. Yeah, if you're thinking, why don't you get them before then, Elle? We're not allowed to. We're not allowed to. We're not allowed to buy a strand like this before it comes to air. If before anything is launched, we're not allowed to get it. Why is that? Because you're our priority. You're our priority, not us. And that makes so right that it is that case. If an example of that, when I launched I'm slightly digressing, but whilst you're all on the phone lines, let me just, when I launched the Purple Sapphire collection on our American channel, I had to go to the CEO of the company to actually get one. Because I knew it was going to sell out, but I said, please, it's my mum's 60th, please let me have one. I had to go to the CEO of the company. So you can understand our challenge, can't you? Okay, these are some of the biggest, these are the biggest pearls that we have available in the entire company right now. Jewellery Maker, this is the biggest. Right now, never say never. I highly doubt, though, we're going to get any bigger than 13mm. Do you know, I could probably count on one hand the times that you'll see, or I have seen, rather, pearls any larger than this. You think that this is a progressive gemstone over many years. It builds and it builds and it builds and it builds, coating and coating that tiny mother of pearl bead that is cultivated and injected into the mollusk, and that growth it can be years to form this kind of size. There are 68 of these. That's why I said please get this valued and appraised. If you don't want to pay the costs, just go to a family jeweller. Go to a family jeweller and say, look, I've bought these. Can you give me any recommendations? If you know anybody, I've got no problem telling you whatsoever that, oopsie, you've got gemstones jumping because of the amazing deal. Yeah, I've got no hesitation. Every bone in my body, and I'm sure Jan would say exactly the same, that this would be, if not 3 figures. I'm not qualified to say. I'm not qualified to say the value. What are you doing, Kim? If this doesn't sell out, then, well, firstly, I'm on it as soon as I'm out this studio. Kim, have you spotted your mum yet? You've not? I've not spotted mine either, to be honest. No, I'm not being funny. They should be watching us right now for when we get see pearls like this. Oh, look at the beauty, look at the quality, look at the size. There are 30 of these in baskets, and the quantity is not accurate because that is manual, and with the fact that some of you are choosing to multi-buy, like Merthyr Tydfil, like Wiltshire, like Nottinghamshire, like Margaret in Cornwall, like Essex, like Angela in Surrey, is that Viva in Moray? Loads of you there. I've got double rows of names. Congratulations. That quantity, like, I wouldn't even bother paying attention to it because how many? 50 in baskets. It's going to be an on-screen sellout. Of course it is. And yet again we miss out. But I'm delighted for you. You know what? I am chuffed to bits because you've just got the biggest pearls that we actually currently have in our vault. Can I have these? Can I have these ones? If you have 2 off the end, Kim. Yeah. Is that a deal? Are we allowed to do that? No, we're not allowed to do that. I know we're not allowed to do that. Okay, box number 7. Oh, do you need some matching earrings to go with your incredible pearl necklace that you've just purchased? Oh, half drilled pearls, so you've got a continuation. With those, you could make earrings out of them, but you will have the drill all the way through the entirety of the pearl. With these, basically, we haven't altered this one surface, so basically you inject a little bit of the glue, the really strong glue, which you can buy on our website, and add in your post, whether they be gold or whether they be sterling silver. Again, you can buy those. From us here at Jewellery Maker. You've got 3 pairs. I mean, they're a gorgeous size. What I'll actually do is try and hold one up to the earlobe for you. They're 11 by 12 millimeters, so they're going to go beautifully with that necklace. Let's hold one of these up to the ear, if I can. There we go. Aren't they gorgeous? Let me tuck my hair out the way. Amazing, aren't they? Oh, he's just, don't fall. Beautiful pearlescence and a wonderfully smooth nacre surface as well. I'm hoping I've got quantity because I'm under the assumption, Kim, that everybody is going to want to wear matching earrings. Well, that's logical, isn't it? That is logical. They're not exclusively to your earrings, mind. You could use these in pendants very easily. Earlier on in the morning, I brought you some of those amazing sterling silver. They were pendants, weren't they? You could easily attach those to these. You could cement them into various different, back them onto fabrics. You could soutache around these if you wanted to. I mean, there's so much that you can do with your half drilled. In actual fact, once you start working with your half drilled, you realise that having that uninterrupted surface, solitaire effectively, so it is your rings, etc. So Jenny Cleary's just came into the studio. You're right there, Jenny Cleary. Jenny, I'm going to ask you as well. Do you always struggle to get hold of the pearls here because they sell out? Oh, you've got some borrowed pearls. I want to get hold of the strand that's just gone, but it's sold out, and I want to get these earrings, but I'm going to work on the assumption that everyone wants matching earrings. They're 11 to 12 millimeters. I can't see a 1 millimeter difference, can you? Now, we should be... Who can tell 1 millimeter? Now, we should be... No. Get out of town. For 6 pearls. 6 pearls. I mean, is that not a perfect solitaire ring? That's just over £1 per pearl for a genuine gemstone. £2.30 per pair. You can't even get synthetic pearls for £2, can you? You can't. Oh my goodness. Do you know how quickly I'm going to be out of this seat at the end, oopsie, at the end of the hour? Do you know how quickly? And I'm going to be on that computer to see if I can get hold of those. So, all's fair in love of gemstones. If you don't make those confirmations, sorry. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, these gemstones, there's so many, they don't want to stay on that display. Box number what? Number 8. Okay, if you missed out on those, they're a little bit smaller, and these are a little bit more golden. So these are 10 millimeters. 10 millimeters, they're perfect rounds. And they're also a little bit more golden, so the colour is a bit different. So you had more of a white pearl there. These are more of a champagne pearl. With the champagne, I noticed that you can get like a real reflection of pinks. Do you see that pearlescence coming through? And multi-buy straight away. I'm trying to... Can see the reflection? Can you see me? In the middle one? Waving my arms? See me? Why am I doing that? I know I look like a bit of a wally here in the studios, but the pearlescence, and that's bouncing back off the camera. So if you can see that reflection, just think how perfectly blemish-free those pearls are. We've got multi-buyers there already. Well done to you, Carol. Well done to you, Hampshire. Congratulations. Now, it's flown this hour, hasn't it? Absolutely flown. Perfect rounds. And when you're looking at genuine culture, when you're looking at your cultured pearls, obviously this is an organic gemstone. It formed from a living organism. I know you know that, but I'm just going to repeat for the benefit of those of you that don't. The smoothness of the nacre, it's a bit like our skin. You want it to be absolutely perfect and blemish-free. That's the most desired, shall I say, or the most valuable. Don't get me wrong, I've got pearls which are completely obscure in their formations, and I love them for that very, very reason. But ultimately, smooth, reflective surface is some of the most desired and valued. A 10 millimeter, so double figure size. We should be apparently £9.95. That doesn't make sense. For fresh horticultured pearls, we should be £9.95. I mean, you wouldn't be able to buy one pair, but probably 3 times that price in the average jewellers, and then some. I know, I used to sell them. My first pair of pearl earrings was bought from the jewellery from a jeweller's, and I certainly paid more than £30. Considerably more, actually. Considerably more. Wow. Well done to you, Cassandra. Hello to you, Kent. Hello to you, Moira. Hello to you, Carol. Hello to you, Brenda. Hello to you, County Kildare. Hello to you, Glamorgan. Hello to you, Hampshire. Lots of you multi-buying. How easy would it be for gifts? I'm thinking, those, get the butterfly post, use a little bit of the glue, gift them, and you probably pay as much, no, in fact, you will pay more for the box or the packaging that you'll want to put these in than the pearls that you've actually bought. Because if you go to one of those shops that sell all of the little boxes and things like the jewellery cases, can you get our jewellery boxes from here? You can certainly buy them on our sister channel, earring boxes. And so say you went into High Street and you bought a box. That it would be more than £2 something, wouldn't it? Amazing. Berkshire, you've done it. Janine, well done to you. Carol, congratulations. County Kildare, you're there. County Cork, you're with me as well. Aren't they gorgeous? We've got to move on. Got to move on. Okay. Oh, that's a big statement, Kim. Box number what? Oh, you're not wrong. Kim has said to me, the most beautiful strand of Moonstone that she has ever seen. Big, big, big words, and she's 100% right. Oh, these, look at the silver. You can see the silvery sheens. This is a phenomenal gemstone. So it's got a real presence. I always think this gem's really ethereal. It's kind of like an angel, I suppose. Look at that. Look at that reflective beauty. Moonstone, the more of this shiller, the more of this play of light across every single one of those beautiful solitaires, the more valuable. My goodness, there's not a millimetre on these, and I'm just literally focusing on the two at the bottom at the moment, which are not bringing that wonderful, wonderful shiller. It is your grey Moonstone, but you know what? I'd call this silver Moonstone because it has got those silvery light colours rather than grey. And it's, oh, if it's good, if you think it's good here in the studio, wait till you get it out to natural daylight. Moonstone literally sings, it basks in daylight. It doesn't literally sing, but you know what I mean. And in candlelight, it's going to be glorious. It will transcend through all those lighting conditions. They are significant, 15 by 11 to 26 by 16 millimeters, and it's a 12 centimeter strand. We've got a text message in about this strand. Got those, L. Haven't made anything, just keep looking at them. They are stunning. Deborah and Essex. I don't blame you. I would as well. Angel wings, oh, that's such a lovely idea. Your guardian angel then. So, have you got somebody that you think of as a guardian angel way? See, I have, and then you could make something like this, which would be kind of symbolic to you and that person, because it is quite a angelic gemstone, isn't it? Especially with these silvery hues, it's like it glows, doesn't it? It's a heavenly gemstone. Now we should be £27.95. Should be. Really, the quality of the Moonstone. We have never ever brought this strand at this price point previously before. I'm guessing it's going to be a sellout, Kim. £20. £19.95. You've got 2, 4, let me count them, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21 solitaires. Look at that. I'm going to turn it around so you can see the quality on both sides. That's 95 pence per gemstone. So you pick your favourite sides, I suppose, but you struggle with that. I can understand why Deborah hasn't made anything yet. It's the kind of strand that you would pick up and you just like stare at. You can understand why, can't you? Never been at that price tag previously before, so grab it whilst you can, and will be a sellout. We've got Australia, London, Dorset, hello to you, Zara. We've got County, I don't know, can't see it just yet. Collectors there as well. £20 only. Lowest ever price point. Well done to every single one of you. Okay, is it time for all of these, the ones that there's so much they won't fit onto the stand, the ones that have kept jumping? Can I just, durable gemstones, can I just say you've got apatite blues, you've got aquamarine blues, you've got fire opal hues, you've got tanzanite, you've got, well, not tanzanite blues, you've got almost like a morganite colour there, or even a paprikacia sapphire sort of tone or combination. Then you've got your peridot greens here, your amethyst, you've got pink sapphire, or even your hot mystic topaz fuchsia, just fabulous, aren't they? Look at these for colour. The wearer of these, to me, it says an awful lot about their personality. It says to me, I'm fun, I'm vibrant, I'm colourful. Yeah, I bet the wearer of these would be a fun person to be around. Just my thoughts. That's what I would think. Look at that. This is like an ocean wave. You can almost imagine like a little yacht bobbing away on those waves, can't you? Quite aquatic, isn't it? Can you just imagine a little yacht there? Boop, 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 boop. Now, how many are we getting? 1,480 carats. Kim is saying, I'd get this bundle and that's all my friends and family's Christmas presents sorted. What would you do? Wire wrap them all? Because everyone's getting one different, aren't they? 2, 4, 6, I can't, look, loads, there's loads. You've got ovals, you've got pairs, you've got squares. Look at this one. Can I have this one, Kim, then, if you get this bundle? Will you wire wrap me a pendant with these? They're gorgeous, aren't they? Now, they should be £22.95 for over 4-figure carat weight of gemstones. We're going to take it to the lowest ever price point. I mean, that's almost like sphene colours there. Lowest ever price point. Big price reduction, Kim is pre-warning. It is a substantial price drop. Do you know what I love is the fact that they're going to cater for all your different colours of wire, all your different beading thread, all of your different fabrics, so many different gemstones that you have within your stash. I mean, right now, if you're looking at it visually, you think, gosh, well, that's a lot of colour, Elle. But if you separate it, if I just put this one maybe on my hand, look, gorgeous colour, but it's not quite as scary. I bet you the Panettone colour for next year is in amongst this. That to me is autumnal. Then you've got sort of maybe something, we're sticking to your aquatic hues here. Spring next year, this is on the Panettone, is it? Selection, that blue. Good, because it's a lovely colour. Limpet shell. It's also called celeste or heavenly blue. It's actually one of the rarest colours of Mother Nature, this. True fact, you know. One of the rarest colours of blue. Let's move on. Stay on those phone lines. Cabochons, cabochons, cabochons. What's this called? Rhyolite quartz. I've never seen it before. It's what Scooby-Doo says about quartz. Rhyolite quartz. Well done, Ben. That's really good. Right? I like quartz. You're not rating my Scooby-Doo impression. Huggy? Try saying Rhyolite in a Scooby-Doo voice. It's quite hard. Go on, Ben, do it. Rhyolite, Scott. Anyway, yeah, this is beautiful. They look like, it does look like fabric. Yes, Kim. I was going to say, it's like liquid. You know how, can you see that? Like liquid, yeah, like red wine maybe over a marble floor. Yeah, look, these are gorgeous. I've never seen them before. And they're a gorgeous burgundy colour, aren't they? Look at that, it's very dramatic, isn't it? And really dense. Every single one of these are a beautifully dense size. Then, of course, you've got your pairs. Then you've got, let's see, some more squares. But look at the width of those. These are substantial carat weights of your Rhyolite quartz. Should be apparently $19.95. Lowest price point for you. For all of these carat weights. Beautifully autumnal. Great for the winter. Great for the summer, to be honest, as well. I could like to see this with your mookaite as a gemstone. $19.95. Is this amazing? A sand picture. That's it, Janet. Yeah, they do look like that, don't they? $19.95 for your Rhyolite quartz. I've never even seen it before. It is quite a tongue twister, isn't it? quite a tongue twister. I'm going to have to speak to Hannah Oxby about this one. And I don't know if she'd be agreeing with the Scooby-Doo and Shaggy impression, but because it's a beautiful gemstone, but I like it too. I'll remember it because I'll go, oh, what was the name of that type of quartz? And I'll straight away be thinking, oh, it's the Scooby-Doo one. Well done. Word association is a great way of remembering things. Well done. Where's this hour gone? Box number 17. Oh, now. Have you seen the film Sleepy Hollow? Have you seen the film, oh, what's her name, with Angelina Jolie, where she's got those amazing, Maleficent, that's it, where she's got the woods. Look at this. She's got the woods behind her even. I'll finish the sentence. Look. This is Halloween, isn't it? That's a Halloween gemstone. You can see the trees. There's the leaves and the lake and the moon. I want this gemstone. Oh, I've got a big quantity of these. It's your jasper, Picasso jasper, and I can understand that because they are Mother Nature's little works of art. But look at that. That's such a Halloween gemstone. And again, let me bring in another one. I want to turn it this way. Look, look, look. And then again, you've got a mountain range. Oh, star-like they are, aren't they? And then you've got another one. Which is your favourite? I think mine's the Sleepy Hollow cabochon. That looks like an orchid. Look, that looks like an orchid to me. Can you see an orchid there? Someone create a really beautiful gothic design with this, and you've almost got like a black cat there as well, haven't you? Almost. Fabulous, aren't they? Let's bring that price in. Love these cabochons. It is your Picasso jasper, £6.95. I'd pay that and then some for the one of these, wouldn't you? And then maybe back it onto some black lace. Use some of our black zari thread to maybe just wrap it round, or if you're really clever with your wire working, you could wire wrap it. Use, sorry, the guys are looking at me laugh. Use maybe some of your velvet on there as well. Oh, I want to get this cabochon for Halloween. I think I've got time to squeeze one more piece in before the lovely Linda Brumwell steps up, and she's here in the studio. Have you seen that, Linda? I mean, is that not to you? Literally Halloween. I'll put it on there so you can see. That's like Halloween, isn't it?
Wow, yeah, it's like a face behind a neck curtain.
You see a face behind a neck curtain. Oh, it is a little bit Casper the Ghost. I see, look, like a lake, and there's the woods, the moonlight, and that's a reflection.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you can see what you want to see there.
Yeah, got to move on because I'm going to squeeze one more in. We're all loving these. Okay. Black Obsidian, number 10. 10. Okay, so alongside that last bundle of cabochons, it has to be Obsidian. Obsidian, totally and utterly natural. This is a new strand. You get a wonderful silky, silvery sheen with this, or this also with that Moonstone. We're gonna have to bring the price in straight away, straight down. They are 14mm round. This gemstone is beautifully reflective. Was actually used in times gone by as a gemstone, which you like a mirror essentially. It's gonna what $6.95. It's gonna match the last cabochons. It's gonna match the pearls beautifully, and so many other absolute essentials. I am running out of time, unfortunately, this afternoon. It's been an absolute bonanza of a show. Don't forget, if you missed out or you've just tuned in or you haven't heard, for the first time ever this weekend, Jewellery Maker is bringing you Tahitian pearls. In 5 years it's taken us. Sold out today. We have got a further quantity tomorrow, coming between 9 and 10 o'clock, and you're getting 3 double figure millimeter size, so and they're exceptional. Please do your price researches. Have a little look on the web, fountain of information. The prices, every bone in my body tells me that this is one that if you had valued and had appraised, it would be considerable price points. But you can use the information that is already out there if you don't want to invest in that cost. £6.95 only for your puffy obsidian. I'll be back with you tomorrow from 8 AM. So thank you so much for your company. You've got the gorgeous Linda Brumwell coming up, and talking of pearls, wow, she's got some incredible ones too. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Spinel is a historically important gemstone. It is often located in the same gravel beds as things like corundum, so your rubies and sapphires. Because it comes in the same colours, blues and reds, it's often mistaken as a sapphire. Now, this isn't to the detriment of Spinel itself. It has its own important qualities, such as great RI, so it's very, very reflective, and great dispersion as well. So it shows a lot of fire as the light hits the stone. From a historical point of view, one of the main important spinels actually sits in the crown jewels, and this was for a long time believed to be a ruby, but recent gemological testing has found the Princess Ruby is actually a spinel.
Get creative with Mark Smith with his Craft Fair DVD. Mark guides you through 6 sections of fascinating techniques that sell the best on his very own successful craft fairs. He concludes this DVD by sharing his own tips and hints that make his own stalls very popular. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
This family-run business effectively creates a brand new washing machine every 1 to 2 weeks. And what happens is they take a steel and they push that steel 10 meters down into the soil. And at the end of the pole, you can see the father there, at the end of the pole he's got the hose, and the hose is circulating the soil within the drum that they've created. And over a week or so, that's going to be pushing all the soil through the net in the vain hope of finding a few pieces of beautiful amber.
Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Hello and welcome to Jewellery Maker. I'm Jenny Cleary and I'm joined by the luscious Linda today. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, but apparently my mic's not working.
Oh,
on account of Marcus spilling tea on it, no doubt.
As well.
So I'm going to speak into your chest. Oh, it's all right. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Let's carry on as you were. Taking your cardi off. Hot already?
Yes.
Hot already. Yes. We've got the most beautiful kit for you today. Thanks so much for joining us. Please make sure you do text us during the live show. 60777 is the number to be texting us. Start your message with the word JM Studio and we will read it out live on air. We have got for you, we're going to go straight in on designer inspiration. We have got the most amazing kit, Linda, haven't we? It's got some new elements. I love the jewellery. The cabochons are amazing. Those hematites are outstanding, aren't they?
Yeah.
This has got to be one of the best kits I've seen for a long time. I want to show you these very Downton Abbey elements to it. And then I'll show you the jewellery very shortly. If you want to come shopping with us here today at Jewellery Maker, you can do it in 3 ways. You can get on the phone lines 0800 644 655, or you can shop online, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com, or you can download our app from your app stores. Have a look at these. If you are going to open a basket, or if you shopped with the gorgeous Elle a moment ago and you've already got a basket open, you only pay £2.95 all day long, and everything that you buy from us comes with a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. Now, these are fab. Think about all of the genres in jewellery making that you're actually running through at the moment, and think about maybe your polymer clays. F-colour, I think F-colour would be amazing in these. You've got some really gorgeous wells here. What about putting a photograph? Quite a Victorian thing to do.
Yeah.
Putting a photograph and a bit of a dome in resin over the top would be gorgeous, wouldn't it? Now, of course, we've used the cabochons in conjunction with Linda's, well, Linda's used them. I say we, I'm taking your glory there, love. But also think about using all of this detail in your moulding compounds. Think about the fact that this could be more than just one element, and these are brand new. They're not the only things, of course, that you get with the kit. Let me show you the reverse of these as well. So I know you like to see the back of things too. You could do a reversible pendant. Look at that. I mean, you could actually put a little mirror in there, couldn't you? Because it does look like a gilded mirror, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite Victorian looking, but it's very now as well, because there's a lot of jewellery now that's coming in at lariat length with just chain or perhaps macrame or something, and then it's got a big pendant, which you could possibly, certainly with this one, you can drop from as well. So it's really on trend at the minute to have something quite big, but probably more, not so in your face, excuse me, I couldn't think of a word better than
nice
that.
and ornate,
yes.
but not too overpowering.
Yeah, sort of delicately put together, and then a big bang.
I love that, and of course, with it being winter now, we're more likely to put big chains over the top of a jumper dress, perhaps.
Absolutely.
You know, so these, I think it's going to be fitting with the times, and I think actually you can make very decorative jewellery out of these. You could do something very plain and simple for the chain, couldn't you? Do a nice plain rosary link.
Yeah.
Now, there is, of course, more elements to the kit, so I'm going to show you some wire. What gauge did you have in this one?
I think that's a 0.8.
It is a 0.8. I'm just hearing from producer Philip in our ears that you have a 0.8. Now this is on the reel. So does that mean that it's the the bare copper wire, or it's just on a reel now? How many meters do I get of that? So there's 10 meters of that 0.8, and then you've got 10 meters of your 0.6. 0.8. Let's talk about that first. 0.8 gives you nice structure. You can work harden it if you're using your chase hammer. You can manipulate it. You can work it like a 1 millimeter. You can use it in rings if you want to double it up. You can use it for framework, and then you can go on to use a 0.25 to wrap with it. Now 0.6 is wonderful to have in your stash because it makes perfect earring hooks, because your ear piercings will usually accommodate a 0.6. It's really nice to be able to use 0.6 for your weaves as well, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah, absolutely. 0.6 is probably a go-to gauge because you can double it up, twist it and whatever, and use it for structure. It's great for if you want to make something like, you know, tiaras, perhaps not tiaras so much, perhaps that would be 0.4, but certainly for hair vines, because it gives that bendability then.
But you've still got the structure, whereas if you drop down a gauge to a 0.4, you've got something that might lose its shape. So this is going to keep its structure. Really great quality wire, of course. We have copper with real silver over the top, and then it's e-coated, so you know that that e-coating will prevent tarnishing, but it will also keep it hypoallergenic for anyone that is going to use it within their ears. Now you're also getting the most amazing, first of all, look at it, I've not seen this, I don't know whether it's brand new, but I think this has got multi-purposes. You get a brilliant bangle, have a look at this. So you get a bangle, and it's just you manipulate it over and onto your wrist, don't you? But I actually think this could make a great display stand for a bracelet that you might be making as well, or other jewellery. You know, when you want to display your jewellery in a really pretty way, maybe earrings around here. So think about not only what it's useful for within your crafting, but also within displaying those crafts. If you are selling your jewellery on at craft fairs or jewellery parties, then I think this would be brilliant. Now, have a look at these cabochons. They're brand new, they're amazing, and I love them on both sides.
Absolutely gorgeous.
They're amazing. We've never seen anything like these
No,
cabochons.
never. I haven't.
Have a look. Now you get 3 of these. Look at that. Oh, we can see studio. Look, Philip, wave, lads.
Yes.
See the lads in studio. And then on the other side, you've got a real mirrored effect there, which I really love. I think they're fantastic. Do you know what? These would be amazing if you make doll's house furniture for a little mirror as well. A lot of you do that. A lot of our crafty ladies and gents do make things like that as well as jewellery.
That's given me a good idea, to be honest, because I was tootling around Chepstow some weeks ago and I found like a little Victorian conservatory about this big. And I think it's...
For the twinnies.
Yeah, and I'm going to a show at Miniatura, it's called. And I was thinking about decorating it as a Christmas scene.
Yes.
They would make great mirrors alongside these.
Yes. Now they fit really snugly inside these as well, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, we'll see. Linda's jewellery is probably a better example than my fingers sticking in there. Now, you can, of course, use all of the glues and bonding mediums that we have online. And then you've got 3 huge black agate cabochons. We were actually debating before we came on air whether these were obsidian or not, because they've got this amazing... It almost looks like they've got shiller to them. They are black agate, but the quality is like billiard ball shine, isn't it?
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
that. Then you've got these discs with the S hooks on them. And you get 5 of those. Now, they're textured on one side and they're plain on the other side. So you could essentially use these for stamping, and we are going to have a bit of a cheeky stamping session later. Why wouldn't we? So you get 5 of those. Now, all of this in your kit, OFGC81 is your item code, should be £46.10. And by should be, that's the price tag that if you were to put these all into a basket online as individual items, that is the price tag that it would amount to at the end of your basket, of course, then adding on to your P&P. But we're going to take it all the way down because we've put it together in a kit for you today, making it very affordable. Amazing price tag. Do you know what? Get this just for the findings, if nothing. In fact, no, all of it. I was just thinking that, and then I want the cabochons as well, don't you? Look at that, £27.95. Linda, in terms of value and because of all the jewellery you've made, is this going to be something that we could make profit from?
Oh, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. See, something like that, I'd probably sell at around 30 to 35. Obviously, if it was in sterling silver, then I would probably double that. But you can, I would imagine, get your outlay back certainly in one go. Well, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt.
Selling one piece of jewellery, you've got that £27.95 back, the rest is profit.
And also, it's when you go to craft fairs and things, you do tend to see quite a lot of the same looking jewellery. Do you agree with that?
I do agree with that, yeah.
So if you can be a little bit outside of the box and be able to offer something like this, which is normally where you would see in a little boutique or something, then I think you'll probably draw the crowds in quite effectively.
You're right, because you have got some very different findings. And if you go into that large craft store, I think it's really difficult to actually find findings like this. And if you're thinking you've got a certain project, maybe you're very into your Downton Abbey style pieces and you've been really looking for more and more findings, maybe it's steampunk for you. I actually think, could you oxidise these?
I would have thought so, yes. I would have thought you could certainly patina them with, yes.
Oh, yeah, you could patina them,
yeah,
couldn't
you could. Yeah, I'm sure you could with... Actually, I did try on one of the spare ones I got with an indelible marker, and that worked. But that was
not F colour. What's the stuff called that you dab on that I'm obsessed with? That smells
gleams. Yes.
Yes. You could use gleams. Have a look at our website for the gleams as well. I love what Linda's done with the pendants. I really love this jewellery. Very wearable, occasion jewellery for sure. I love the pearls that you've mixed in and made a charm out of the on the look at that. That's gorgeous, isn't it? And actually, just having a look, and you see how amazingly deep and black and shiny that cabochon is. What did you actually bond it in with, Linda?
That is with glue.
Which one did you use? Do you know?
I used the E6000 on that, but then I let it. I tend to do it with all glues, even with the one that's super. Is I put the glue on and then I give it about 2 to 3 minutes so that it forms.
Oh, not long then.
No, but before I stick it, that is.
Oh right, so you get it airborne.
It gets that. Yes, it just gets that tackiness on it then, and then when you pop it on, because it adheres quite quickly, you are able to if you put it on before you get that tackiness, I find it adheres really quickly. If you get that fine skin over it, you get a minute of manoeuvrability. That's how it's weird how it works, but it does. So you can still just give it that little bit of a squeeze.
And you need that, because no one's ever that precise, are they?
You want to be, but the more you try, the less likely you are to be.
It's like when you put a photograph in a frame and you can never get it so it doesn't move.
Exactly. Yeah.
$24.95 is your price tag now. OFG C81 is your item code. 0800 644 655. We're very busy. Elle's had a really busy show this morning. You're still with us this afternoon. You do need to check out baskets, because otherwise we can't promise that this is going to come to you. Let's have a look at that gorgeous pearl bracelet as well. I absolutely love that. And have a look. I'm just going to turn it around.
Yeah, that's there. I've added the shell pearl in.
I love it.
But the little dog tag charm carrier there, if you flick that over, Jenny.
I shall do that.
Just flick it over. That's the first time I've ever done any stamping on it, and so I've put snow kisses. I've gone a little bit sort of Christmassy.
Snow kisses.
And then just drop the tinier little
kisses.
And then one.
Because who doesn't like having a kiss in the snow?
Exactly. I went all Christmassy.
Nearly gave you a kiss then.
You did. She did. Yes.
I would if I was near her. I'd have given you one right on the lips.
So that's my first go at stamping.
How did you find it?
I loved it. Absolutely.
Is it easy?
Yeah, yes.
Just a little tap?
Yes, it is. Yeah, very easy. Yep.
We're going to give you the details for your letter stamping later. Now, I've got over 10 unchecked baskets, and this kit is very, very popular. Julie's got hers, Cassandra. William in Lanarkshire. Janet, you've got yours. Veronica in my shire, you've got yours. Loads and loads of names. Don't forget to send us a text message, because if you don't, me and Linda will get upset.
Lonely, yeah.
And lonely. 60777. What should our text message subject of the day be, I wonder? Who have you kissed in the snow? Maybe it should be that. Who have you kissed in the snow?
Not telling you.
Not, no, what's that? What the boys will think of one, they said. 60777. JM Studio followed by your message, and we'll read it out live on air. OFG C81, £24.95. Now, we're going to get cracking with the demonstration. Which one are you going to show us?
You see this one here?
This one, yeah.
Yeah. Now, this necklace here is, I've done this this is a sort of a technique that I've really sort of quite fallen in love with recently when I get wire into a kit. And it's just, again, it's a variation on a theme. So I'm just going to quickly go through that and vary the way I've done it in the past. Now, the hematite cab here, again, has been glued onto the sort of disc. And you see it's got that little patterned aura around the top. First of all, I put it on, obviously, without gluing it to see if that works. And I really thought that works. It just gave a little bit more decoration, and it worked really well with this coiled chain, because the silver tended to match somehow. When you coil, you tend to sort of compromise it a little bit, and you tend to slightly alter the colour. So I just thought it worked well then with the backdrop of the tag behind the pendant. The hematite pendants are absolutely stunning. Right, to do that, I took the 0.8 wire, and basically when you're making these sort of coiled decorations to make a chain from, you really need them all to be the same size. So in order for them to be the same size, if you just, on my pink board, which I'll bring over here, on my pink board here, I have got, I can't do jewellery without one of these in front of me, incidentally. I don't know why, but I can't. But if you place the wire onto the curve, this is the necklace curve here, and what I need is 5 either side of the knot. There's the knot in the centre, so one side we go to the 5 and we put the end of the wire, and then we go to the end of the wire, sorry, we go to the wire on the other side, and then just literally pick it up and snip it off.
Oh!
There,
off it went.
Pick it off and snipped it off, and off it
Careful
went.
of the dog.
Yeah. So I'll do that again. And hang on to the excess.
Hang on to it.
Hang on to the excess.
If you value your eyes, keep hold of it.
So now we've got, because this is 0.8, it's got quite nice structure. Now we've got this curve that I'm going to work with, so don't attempt to straighten it out. Now you can cut the rest of the wire either by measuring that against, if you just get your wire and just literally pop it into the measurement, like so, and then chopping it off at the other end, or you can obviously measure them each time onto the pink beading board. Or if you've got some... Why I use the pink beading board for this is because it's got that natural curve in it, rather than a straight ruler. So what we need to do now is to make the links of the chain. So taking your round nose pliers, if you just pop them at the very tip of the round nose plier, because we're going to make a coil back, and really give some pressure on the holding hand, right? And then hold onto quite firmly, again, using your index finger as a cushion, hold quite firmly onto the wire and just coil back, really giving that some tension. Okay, so then you just get your first little twist of your coil. Okay, now if for any reason you don't get that coil pointing back towards this excess of wire here, you can always go in with your flush cutters and just snip about 1 mil off there if you're not happy that that wire, once it's coiled, is going to meet this excess here. And then taking the flat nose pliers, pop them. I use my flat nose pliers out of our small toolkit. I love these flat nose pliers because it gives me a measurement. If you see the sheen where it changes there, that always appears to be a good place to hold.
Where the sort of groovy bit is.
There. You can sort of see the sheen goes up towards the inner part of the plier there. And that gives me a good measurement every time to do the coils with, and it also is a good gripping place. Now hold on to the wire, okay, but turn the plier. Don't try and push the wire around itself, it won't work so well, but just literally turn the plier.
So
and keep
plier, not wire.
So
plier,
you
not wire.
Plier, not wire.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good way of remembering it. So pop it in, turn, and just keep on. It's just going round about probably 1/8 of a turn each time. So just keep it going. And it is around about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, around about 4 complete revolutions, and then stop. So we've got like 4 revolutions there. Okay, and that seems to work for a 5-inch length of the wire. And then coming to the other side again, take your round nose pliers, pushing down on your index finger and curling back. And Jenny just fell over.
Everything's fine, situation normal.
Fine. Did you want to pop it in with something then?
It was, no, what it was it was those big heavy letter thingies. They just fell down.
I honestly thought she was telling me that she wanted to bring a product in.
No,
but I was not taking any notice
by whacking
of
you with it. No,
no. Okay, let's ask the question.
No, everything's fine. Just, I was just going to carry on like a professional, but you know.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Jen. Yeah. Don't work with me if you want to be professional.
As you were.
Right,
as you were.
Right, again, where that little change. I mean, if you don't have these pliers, obviously you could put a little mark on there with an indelible pen or nail varnish. Obviously, nail varnish you can take off again then with remover, so that's probably a better idea.
Oh, yeah.
And then again, just keeping the wire
plier,
nice
not
and straight,
wire.
Plier, not wire, keeping it nice and straight, and doing this sort of probably 1/8 turn. So I've got, this is probably a good one to show you of what not to do. Because, yeah, of what not to do. It's
Here's what not to do.
Here's not what to do. It's got a nice coil there, but that centre part...
Said a bit Welsh then, you did.
Did I?
It's got a nice coil there.
It's got a nice coil there.
I don't believe it.
But what I should have done is what I said when I made that first coil, is just snip that off a little bit in the centre, and then I would have got a tighter coil, as I have done on that one. That's a little bit tighter.
You did it on purpose to show
everyone?
everyone?
I didn't actually, it was just a mistake. Now, when you've got your 4...
Trying to help you out there.
I know you are. I'm in one of those moods when I just admit that I'm totally fallible. So when you've got your 2 coils relatively the same...
She's not drunk, no, Ben.
No, I wish. It'd be a lot more relaxed if I was.
And when she's drunk again...
Now we're going to use the round nose pliers again. We've got about probably 2 centimetres of a gap there between the two. Looks like a pair of spectacles. So just taking your round nose pliers and get into the centre of between those 2 coils, and then taking the coils between your thumb and index finger, just pull upwards on the plier and push in, and then you've got your little links. Look, you could make an owl from that, couldn't you, actually? That just shrieks to me. I should have made an owl as a dingle-dangle on it, but there you go. Anyway,
we all love a dingle-dangle,
yes, we certainly do. So, as I made earlier, I have got several. Now, I'm not too sure how many I've put on either side of those.
Yeah, because you have to get it symmetrical, don't you?
Yeah. Now, I would advise...
can some.
If you don't mind. If you don't mind. But
and you've got the S-hooks in between. We're not there yet. We're not there.
No, we're not there yet. Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 of them.
Right, that's all together, is it? Yeah, now there's 17 of them there. Now, if you want a shorter necklace, obviously you do less. If you want a longer necklace, you would do more. But have an odd number of the coils.
So you can find a centre point?
Yeah, so you find the centre one.
Well, exactly. I'm clever now, aren't I?
Exactly, because you won't find a centre with an even number.
Yeah, and do you know, I never knew that until I started working here, but it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I learnt it when I was doing flower arranging. And it works. It works every time.
Do you always work in odd numbers in flowers so you can find a centre point?
Yeah, because there's a balance to it then.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean it's not hard and there is no medium that's hard and fast, but it just ends up with a centre point if you work on odd numbers. So what we have to do with these now, I would advise you, if you do the necklace, you can see how it forms. We get, it sort of goes one up, one down, one up, one down. And then we've got to somehow clip these together. So I'm going to let Jenny come in now with a fabulous product.
Thanks, darling.
And then I'll come back to you in a minute.
Okay, you ready yourself? Now I've got some brand new blanks for you. Now what I like about these is actually they've got this effect on them. Have a little look. The brushed effect. Now that actually makes a really good purchase point for polymer clay, doesn't it?
It certainly, yes, it
and
does.
Resin.
Yeah, exactly. And glue, yes.
And glue.
Yes.
But it also obviously adds a lovely texture. Now if you want to do some letter stamping on these, well it couldn't be more perfect, could it? Polymer clay with these, absolutely perfect. If you're looking for blanks to push into your moulding compound to make gorgeous moulds out of, absolutely perfect. Now you're going to get hearts, large hearts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, and then I'm going to give you the plain round, the brushed rounds of 5 of those as well. So these could be dog or cat tags. My friend Leanne's just had one done for Lord Spudley, who's at the yard. He wears a coat, our dog, and he's got Lord Spudley written on his little tag. So he's a Lord dog, yes. Now, it could be something like that. It could be that you want to make some personalised tags for Christmas cards, because I think things like this, these blanks spread across the crafts, don't they? I don't think they are Jewellery Maker specific. I think if you're making cards, or if you want to make a card, like Gemma Crow does with the wish bracelets, and put a little bracelet in with the design so that they can actually take it off the card and have a name or a date or something really special embossed in them. You can do that. So you've got 10 blanks altogether, QAG C07. So you get 10 for £6.95. That's 69 pence, 69.5 pence each. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you just, you could wire wrap these the same as you would wire wrap any pendant. I mean, that's not particularly my forte, but I'm sure you can do that, treat it as a pendant to wire wrap. But also with the little hole punch tool that we sell at Jewellery Maker, which may well be on the website, I'm not sure, but have a look.
We may have it today, I'll have a look.
This, you can obviously then put the holes in, but you could put one at the top in the heart to dangle from, and then you could put one at the bottom to dangle from, say in sort of a tassel drop. But you're talking about the wish bracelets and things, you could put one either side of the round one and then basically put a jump ring either side, and then perhaps macrame from.
I like that idea. Very much chino to have these hearts.
And it's very, very, very on trend now for this sort of thing, particularly that one I've just described, to be stacker bracelets. So you could stamp literally a message on 6, like let it snow, or let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Things like that, you know, anything that actually sort of, you know, I've got loads of phrases that come to mind that I love that make me feel cosy, and let it snow is one of them.
I love Christmas, it makes my heart go nice.
Yeah, there's some just some nice little phrases that you can use. But you can, I mean, if you've got, say 3 grandchildren or something, you could put all of their names on and wear it day in and day out.
I love that. I could have an earring, one with Mia, one with Max.
Exactly.
That would be cute.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely cute. And again, that's very on trend at the moment.
You could actually put these onto rings, you know. And then put polymer clay or something on. Actually, I quite like them like that. That's quite a bold statement, a bit bijou de mer, isn't it?
I think you can work with what you've got there, or you can add to it. To the heart's
Oh,
content.
yes. Absolutely. I think that's the great thing about crafting in general, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You can use these for, I mean, you might be thinking, no, I've got a brilliant purpose for these and it's this. Let us know. £6 and 95 absolutely stacks of you grabbing this, and I've got to say, most of you are buying these in 3s and 2s. £6.95, very popular. These could sell out today, so make sure you are checking out baskets. I have quite a lot of unchecked baskets, so you need to make sure you're checking them out. Now, we are going to continue on because we're ready to learn how the S-Class turns this basically into a chain, aren't we?
That's right. So what I would say to you is, well, these little coils, these coil links, make them, rather than make them and then attach it to the next one, make another one and attach it to the next one, make them all together, work out how many you want and then make them in one go. Simply because it's very strange, but you will get a much better chance of making those coils and the width of the coils more uniform than if you literally stop, make one, link it, make one, link it. If you make them all in one go, you're in a flow, if you see what I mean. And but that's something I found out fairly recently when I'm doing something repetitive like that. Right, now to link the coils together, as Jenny says, it's like a figure of 8 S-link back to front. So again, it's not critical this time on measuring the wire. I've got probably about a couple of inches here, about 5 centimetres, 6 centimetres, and again, using your round nose pliers, if you go down about halfway down, excuse me, halfway down, thanks Jenny, that's brought my window.
You're so welcome.
I shouldn't be on today. Well, I shouldn't be on today, actually, but I shouldn't be on.
Just giving you minutes. We're so classy, aren't we?
Yeah, we're very classy, yes. Pop the wire. So when you do that across the plier face, you can't feel anything coming through. You can't feel the sharp end of that wire coming through. And that will give you a much better chance of giving a nice circle as well. And then all you need to do, now this is pushing the wire and putting plenty of tension on the plier, is push the wire all the way around. So it literally comes out then, it's coming out towards me. Take the plier out and you've got sort of a half of a figure of 8, a slightly lopsided one. We'll straighten that one up in a minute. Pop the plier back in and then this excess here, just bring it across a little. That will then centre the circle above it.
Oh,
and
yes,
then,
good point.
So you've got a nice centred there. So then you pop in the plier again where it fits. It's quite critical where it fits, not sort of up the shallower end where it doesn't fit. And then pinch the pliers together and then exactly the same again, come all the way around. Bring them out. Now they will be a little bit firm there because you've really used that as a mandrel, that plier. Pop them back in.
Every time you're going in and out, sorry, will it work harden them slightly?
Yes,
sorry to
yes, it does. Of course, it does. Yeah, the more you bend wire, it work hardens it a little bit more. Okay. And the more that you if you want to really make it work hardened, you can by all means. I would make a figure of 8 first, and then hammer it slightly. Don't hammer it where any wire crosses. But these two loops here, these two links here are meant for purpose to be opened, so there really shouldn't be a place where they do actually cross, but just look for that and snip off the very tiny bits on the end so that you're not work hardening over a cross wire. Because it will shatter it, basically.
Right, okay.
It'll indent it and then it will just wear.
What about using the wire whacker then in that instance? That's quite good when wires are crossing, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely it is. The wire whacker is the perfect tool for exactly that, and then you're covering all bases then.
While we're talking about tools, might be a good idea to get hammered.
Absolutely.
When's a bad time to get hammered though, eh?
Well, I don't know. I went out last night and now I'm not going to do it again tonight.
What were you on, the gin?
We went to a friend's house last night, and she'd been very busy lately, and I've got my dining room is full of all things because I'm having some decorating doing. So I cooked and took it to her house.
Oh, how lovely!
And
you're the perfect guest.
We had
she'd bring in food,
but then I didn't have any mess to clear up.
Oh, I like what you've done there. And what were you on the wines?
Yes. I made a chili, and it's very good company. And I think by the time when you're in very good company, you tend to relax a bit, don't you? And then you get home,
get into the moment, yeah.
And you get up the next morning and think, I was far too relaxed last night.
Yeah, relaxed. That's what we're calling it.
Good.
Now, I won't do this too loud then. Have a look. So you've got the hammer here. Now, the great thing about this hammer is the way it's designed. First of all, we were just talking about work hardening. This is a great head here for work hardening. Just a little tap. It's also great for flattening your wire as well. Now, if you turn it around, you've got the domed head here as well. Now that's brilliant for texturization. You can also use this little area here to wrap wire around. It's got little grooves in there. You might want to make use of that. Now have a look, go all the way down to the bottom, because the reason this is a great hammer is because it fits into the palm of your hand. Now what that will prevent is you giving it a real old whack and then weakening stuff, correct me if I'm wrong, because what you're going to do is actually just allow your wrist to do the movement and not be like bang, bang, bang. You just literally let it drop. Now you'll see a bit of a farrier's tool here. I love this because
tiny little horseshoes.
Yes, little tiny. I need to get one of these for my farrier Martin Bran. Have a look. I did tell him about this and he said he wanted one. Now have a look, because there's quite a few features on this that I love. First of all, you've got the hole in the top, so you can actually put wire around that, and then you can use this area here for shape. You can use this area here to really get into different positions and places. Now have a look here. You've got this curved area, so if you've ever really struggled to make a curve in your wire, you can use this part too. And then again here, this is brilliant for bracelets. You've got a brilliant curved area, so every single surface of this anvil is offering you something. Again, a slightly smaller curve this side, and then this time you have a cone. So if you don't have the wax Y cone, or if you want to make different circumference in circles, then you can do that. Now each area, you've got surfaces on here to put your wire on and then pop straight onto this part here as well. So it's a brilliant tool. But the great thing is with this, you get 2 lots of blanks. Now you get 5 of each blank. You've got the squares, and you get 5 of those. Now those aren't hole punch, these are amazing. Look, you've got a hole punch dog tag here as well. Now if you want to, you can hole punch the other side. Now what I really like the idea of putting a name across there, chain, and then you've got a really wonderful personalised bracelet.
Well,
I love it.
If you, I recently found my grand's wartime ID bracelet. And
Did you?
yes, recently, very recently. And actually, it's a really pretty one. It's got a beautiful chain on it. But as Jenny said, if you put a hole on the other side and then put whatever personalised message in the middle, again, that's great for stacker bracelets, which are huge, and sort of all this vintage look. An identity bracelet would be incredibly vintage, wouldn't it?
I love it. Yeah, I love all this personalised jewellery. And we're going to give you such an amazing saving on this. Don't forget, you got the 10 blanks, that wonderful little mini farriers or blacksmith's anvil, and you've got the hammer as well. Now, this hammer in a lot of other places, craft channels perhaps, actually very, very expensive. In fact, more than that price tag. I've seen just the hammer alone on a different craft show.
Yeah.
$12.95 is your price tag, not just for the hammer, for that mini blacksmith's anvil, and for 10 of the blanks. We're very busy for this one. There are queues on the phone lines. I've just got to let you know. It is a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. Not long queues, but there is a queue all the same. If you've got this in a basket, then check out that basket. $12.95 WUGC23 is your item code. Very, very busy for this. I know you love your letter stamping, and this is the perfect time to get into letter stamping, because it's going to be Christmas, because we're making gifts. Great value on our letter stamping kits coming up for you later on as well. 0800 644 655 is a free phone number from a UK landline. You can do it online, all the W's.JewelleryMaker.com, or download our app and do it that way. Don't forget, you can send us a message live if you click watch us live on our website, or the W's.JewelleryMaker.com, and send us a message that way. We have got some messages coming through actually now. Let's have a look at your hammer while I strain my eyes to see it. I can't be like, in your screen. It's not attractive. It's not. I know it's on the iPad, love, but I don't want people seeing my side big nose, do I?
Oh, Jen.
Yeah, well, this shouldn't come out often. It can hurt people. Hi, lovely, says Beverly in Norfolk. I've just bought the kit without seeing it, just on strength of Linda's lovely design. Could you show the kit now so I can see what I bought? Yeah, of course we can. So what you've bought is 2 amazing blanks, very Victorian. You get 2 of them, aren't they great? Now, you also get 5 of, is it 5 of these? Yes, 5 of the textured blanks, and then they're plain on the other side with the S-hooks. You get 3 amazing hematite cabochons is the word that left my vocabulary then. And then you get 3 of the wonderful black agate, which we just can't get over how shiny they are. And then you get your 2 gauges of wire, 10 metres of 0.6, 10 metres of 0.8, and then you've got this fantastic bracelet bangle blank. Bangle blank. You've got to be careful how you say bangle blank.
You've got to be very careful how you say that.
It could come out as anything. Now, I just like, what did you do? Where is the bangle blank?
The one there at the front is just behind
your
your tablet.
Yeah, there we go. So here's an example with the Tree of Life design.
I've added some chips, okay, because I didn't have any beads.
Why wouldn't you? Always add chips.
I've added some chips, and now I know that Phil has put some chips and nuggets in the show later on. But basically, I've done a Tree of Life design in citrine and green amethyst.
What a brilliant frame for that. That would actually be amazing with a candle in the middle of it. Do you know that?
Yes.
Can you imagine if you had a tea light in the middle of that? All of the gorgeous lights that come out of it.
Yeah, that would be really nice on a Christmas table, and then you can get the guests to go home with a bracelet then. Excuse me.
I'm such a gift giver. That is brilliant. Don't you love? I love that.
So you've got some sort of a table decoration, and then you say at the end, you know, that's a banger. You can take that home with you.
I like that idea. What about you? WUG C23, your stamping essentials. Now that price tag on it was not for the kit that I just showed you. That's for your kits at the bottom of your screen. That's for the hammer, the mini blacksmith's anvil, and the 10 blanks. Brilliant price tag. Now, Linda, let's continue it.
Right. With this anvil, if you don't mind me saying, just one thing I thought. With this little anvil, I'll be very, very quick on this, but because we've got, it's sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 in one here, 6 opportunities. But if, like Jenny did, you've got this nice rounded one here,
curved.
You could pop in a disc and then using the hammer on the small rounded side here, get it into the, and then just gently tap it in. So if you could just sort of hold it. Sorry, my hand's in the way. Basically, I'm holding it from either side, and then just gently, and it will take some time, but just, it will be noisy, but just gently tap down. I tell you what a good idea is, because this will take actually a while, because I tried it yesterday at home, on the anvil I've got at home. Just keep tapping, but when you do the tapping, don't go like that, because you tend to manipulate the wrong shape. You need to hit in the same place every time.
Oh, because otherwise you'll get texturization.
Yeah, exactly. Now that's just starting to bend in the middle.
Yes, you've got a little dent in there.
What I suggest you do, because you're compromising the metal and you work hardening, if you've got a blank disc like this and you want to see both sides of the disc, when you pop it into whatever, put a little bit of masking tape across it. Okay, it'll protect the surface. It'll protect that surface, but you will still get that same indentation. That's just a little thought.
Up there for thinking, Linda.
Yeah. But that's say it's a double edged hammer.
It's a great hammer that as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Right, getting back to the links now for the chain. We've done this figure of 8. I'll quickly do another one to go over it again in a moment. And then taking your cutters, now I've forgotten to bring my flush cutters with me, but if you've got flush cutters, then use them for this.
We've got flush cutters coming up later on in the show.
Absolutely excellent. Brilliant, I do need a new pair. You know, I've got glue on mine. So then take off that excess, okay? So what we've affected now, okay, now using your flat nose pliers, we've now essentially got on either side of this little loop here, we've got a simple loop that you would do if you were making earrings. It's just a simple loop, it doesn't have a wrap on it. So if you take your flat nose pliers and open it exactly the same as you would open a jump ring, that's towards you through just less than a quarter turn, and then taking your little coiled link. The first one's always the most difficult because as it grows, it gets easier to hold. Pop it through near the coil and then close up again. Now what you can see now is I've got one of the, sorry, can you just about catch that? What I've got there is one coil attached to the figure of 8 link, and then I've got one of the figure of 8s there waiting for the next coil. So open up that next coil, and then you're going to form the pattern now. So this one, this coil I've got here is going away from me, so the next one needs to come towards me. So I pop it on, hold it in place. I say it gets easier the longer it gets. Push it back down, and then you're starting to grow your chain.
Beverly's texting, thanks so much, it's lush. Great work as always, Linda, and great to see you, Jenny. Many hugs. Mwah! Straight back at you. Nicola says, hi, I have an anvil, hammer and stamps, but find it hard to make a good impression on the stainless steel blanks. Can you recommend stamps that will work well?
Well, there's certainly the stamps that are coming up later on.
That's exactly what Phil just said.
When they come up, you'll see. They're very heavy in weight. They're sort of pencil-like strips. They've got a very good image on the end. As I say, you'll see them shortly. And they're very, 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 very hard and strong. So I only needed to make the impression on these blanks here, I needed 2 moderate bangs of the hammer.
Oh, okay. So they'd be great for starting and then move on to the ones that are a little bit more, bit more effort required.
It's just a matter of knowing the product, knowing what you're doing, and getting used to how much effort you need to put into it. So if you're a first timer, like I am, I practiced on bits of scraps first, because the first one I did, I got the imprint of the circle around it, which is what I didn't want to have.
Okay, was that because you used too much pressure?
Yes, absolutely used to, and too many bangs on the hammer as well. So it's just a matter of working out just how much you need to affect what you're trying to basically... You see, what I'm trying to say is that you can put, with some stamps, you can put just a slight image of something, because even with some of the letter stamps, you can sort of picture them. They'll link, when I was looking at them yesterday, they'll link and you can sort of make pictures from them, so you'll need less effort. But if you're doing initials or whatever like that, or making words, then you need them to look quite sharp so you can see what you've written.
Always have a little practice first?
Definitely. Yeah,
there you go.
Absolutely, definitely.
Now, it's Phil saying now's a good time to bring the stamps out, which are... I think these are the ones that might have dropped on the floor. Let's have a look. Are these aerial type? And you've got the upper and lower cases. I love the smell of these. They remind me of my granddad.
Really?
Because of the tools and stuff. He used to go into his... he wasn't made out of letter stamps, no, Ben. Have a look. It was a builder, he was, Ben. There you go. Have a look. So these are the lower case. Now I'm going to show you. You might be thinking, well, what are they? What do these do? So what you do is you get your hammer. You take it on a blank. I'm going to just show you on the end of one of these. So here's your A in Arial type car. Is it called a font? Mm-hmm.
Font, yeah.
It's an A, isn't it? Oh, someone's put it back in the wrong... No, it's an A, but it's like that, look. Because it's one of them. It's one of those A's. It's an A, yeah. It's an Arial A, you see. So you've got that on the end. Then what you do is you pop it onto your blank and you give it a sharp tap with a hammer, and it will make that impression into your blanks. So you are getting both sets of blanks here. You've got an and sign as well as the alphabet, and that is true of all of them. And you normally pay, how much for both of them, sorry darling? Have a little look at what I've got. So here they are. So you've got 2 lots, uppercase and lowercase. What was the price tag for both of them normally, love? Well, actually, just under £20 for both of them is a really great price tag, isn't it, anyway?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
Here's an introductory price tag for anyone who hasn't got these already. £11.95. Incredible value. TVG C08, there are absolutely stacks of you on the phone lines. Loads of you with these in your baskets already as soon as the code went up on screen. Make sure you're checking out baskets today, and remember that you get a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. Linda, have you seen these in other craft stores? Are they hard to get hold of, or are they expensive?
Well, I've only ever seen them once, and they were literally the price for the original price for the 2, which was just under £20, wasn't it, that came up, was that much for one. And they didn't have the capitals. They only
and were they
had
in
the
their
lowercase.
cases, or were they just in a little packet?
No, they were in like a plastic envelope type thing, like a cellophane looking.
Yeah, with a little popper on it. Yeah, I know.
Which really isn't a great packaging, because they eventually they'll fall out, and you again, just something that you fall over when you're using things like this. Please put them back in their right places, because if you inadvertently take one out thinking it's I know it's simple to say it, but I've done it. Take the wrong one out and hammer it. You're too late, isn't it?
And it's quite easy to do, because they're all...
You might make a word you didn't mean to make.
You might, and we've all slipped up with that one, my love, haven't we? Yeah. Sissy, hello, all the way from Oklahoma. In one of our big craft stores, each one of the types would cost $18.99 each and are in a plastic box, not very heavy to boot. Great deal for Jewellery Maker. Thanks so much, Sissy. And you know what? Yes, these are heavy. We're not going to charge you any extra P&P. In fact, if you've got a basket open already and you've already paid your $2.95, then these will go on for no extra cost whatsoever. £11.95. Give it a go. It's a brilliant thing to be doing. And you know what? You will be personalising absolutely everything. Think about key rings, think about kids' school bags. A lot of kids, I know my son is obsessed with a certain brand of bag, shoe, you know, clothes, and they've all got the same bag at school. So to put a little name tag on that bag, because he won't let me write in it, that's absolutely not going to be done at all. So I mean, it'd be a great thing. Just think about all of the things that you can personalise, not just jewellery. Remember, gift cards, things like that. There's so much across the crafts that you can actually personalise. The code for you, TVG C08. Great deal, isn't it?
Fantastic deal. And Jenny just saying that about the personalisation of things. A friend of mine's got a dog grooming parlour, and when these first came to air, she bought them both, the capital letters and the lowercase, the upper and lowercase, and she now does she's got a little corner of the grooming parlour where it's got, if you want a personalised tag for your dog. Because
everybody wants a personalised tag for their dog, don't they?
And she, strangely enough, and unless you've had pets, you probably can't appreciate this, but at Christmas time, she has so many orders.
I love that. Yeah, because it's the best thing. My friend Leanne is obsessed with her dog, like to the point where her daughter said, "I think she loves the dog more than me." You know, and it's true. We do. I love those. It's a brilliant idea. Deborah in Essex is saying Arial uppercase, $14.95 on a famous craft website, just for the Arial uppercase. This is brilliant. So you're paying less than the price tag for just one uppercase. You're getting your upper and lower for less than the price tag of one on a craft website. Julie in Yorkshire's saying, wow, that's an amazing price. I've got mine. I'm loving Linda's designs with a big kiss, and two back to you. $11.95. Get it now. Now, you are going to have to check out your baskets. I've got to let you know that once these have gone, we don't know when we're going to get them back into stock. Of course, they're going to be really popular at the moment with Christmas coming up, which I can't be more excited about. We've got the penguin font coming up for you next, which we'll show you in a sec. But we're going to get back to not real penguins. Of course not. The boys have to make it really plain, but we already knew that. Now, where are we, my love?
Well, basically that chain now, if I can find out what I've done with it, that chain now, you just need to continue along. Now what I will do is I'll just go through that little figure of 8 one more time, just to consolidate that one, and then I think we can just talk through how it's all been put together, and then if there's time we can move on to something else. So the little figure of 8 goes down fairly centre. Make sure that there's nothing coming out by putting your finger. Do that quite gingerly in case there is a sharp point there.
I love that word, gingerly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not used often enough. Very Enid Blyton. Lashings and gingerly.
Ginger beer.
Lashings of ginger beer.
Ginger beer, yeah. And then taking the excess, wind it around as far as you can go. Take your plier out, pop it back in. And when you pop it back in, pop it back literally. I'm getting the Laura Binding literally thing. I must stop saying it. It's catching.
You can't help it once it's in there, it's coming out.
Pinch your pliers together just at the crossover of that first simple loop. Push it down. That'll give you that little bit of a kink in the next one to round it off. Bring it back all the way around. Slide off. Pop your plier back where it fits. And then simply cross over. Let me turn it that way. Cross over. Take your plier out. So you've now got your figure of 8. And then where it crosses, keep in mind the fact that this has got to open. So take it in, not back out into the atmosphere, as it were, down here, but literally, there we go again, literally over the top. So that you've got your little figure of 8. So you've got 2 opening loops, because one of the little coils fits in one, and then the corresponding one fits in the other. So that's how to make the chain. As I said, we are made 17. Make an odd number if you want a centre pendant drop, and then make the sort of chain that comes at the bottom in the centre. Work the pattern out that's got a downward drop on those 2 coils to dangle from. Now, as I said, I've forgotten to bring my 6000 with me, but I think I can talk you guys through gluing.
Yes, please do.
So then what I did, I thought that, first of all, I took off all of the connecting things to give me a good chance of being able to hold this properly. So I took off the S-clasp and I took off the jump rings and then put them back on afterwards, because by doing that you just sort of get a better purchase on that when you're gluing, okay? Now I've got a few of these at home, so I thought, well, I'll have a go first rather than use the ones in the kits. Now I found, and it was a happy accident, that if I glued on the smooth side, the glue didn't get as much purchase as I wanted it to, because on the other side of the hematite, you've also got a shiny surface, okay? But flipping it over and having the decorative side there, and then gluing, I glued the hematite. And then,
rather than put the glue, okay.
Because you can see here, there's little sort of dimples where the glue won't really reach. So if you glue the hematite cabochon first and then pop it on,
brilliant,
and then work quite quickly, and then you can see there that you've got that little sort of aura around the edge.
You've got a lovely frame for it. Yeah,
that worked out as a happy accident. So I'm glad that happened, that you've got that little framework there. It takes seconds to bond because of the rough surface. So, you know, bear in mind that you're going to have to work quite quickly at that point.
Now, we've got the penguin
excellent, that was the one I used, I think.
I've just got to find it. Is this, oh yeah, Swirly Whirly, is that penguin?
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
What does that remind me of? A TV show that use it? I love that.
Isn't it gorgeous? It's
my
one I call an atmospheric font, isn't it?
It could be Friends. Is it how they write the Friends thing?
It could
I love how the TV programmes are available.
Yeah, it's quite cartoonesque.
Cartoon, yes, it is. Yeah. And it's a little bit less serious.
Exactly.
It's nice. It's a bit more friendly.
Yeah,
a friendly font.
It's fun.
It's your friendly font. Yeah. So you've got the lowercase there. You know we're going to give you a great price tag, so please get on the phone lines quickly for these, because the last ones are almost sold out. You're going to have to be quick. And then you've got your capitals, or your uppercase, as they are also known. Shall I display them like this for you? There you go, so you can see both. There you go, that works, doesn't it? And you do get the case, so these aren't in little plastic, ugly boxes. Nice display cases which keep them all separately from each other, which will prevent them from rubbing against each other and rusting. And don't forget, if you are going to pop them all in a box and you're getting or a drawer and you're opening it and closing it, it can have an effect on the actual letter at the bottom of the rod altogether. So you want to keep them like this so that it keeps your letters nice and sharp.
And you know which letter you're going for. Exactly.
Whereas if they're in a little box, they can get jumbled up.
You're having to look at each one,
Each letter's got its own place. $11.95. They come in a great case. They're nice and heavy for you as well. But we're not going to charge you any extra P&P, of course. Why would we? FXG. C58 is your item code. Beverly's come back through. Have a look at what you got while I strain my eyes. Have I done that upside down? No. There you go. Beverly says, my hubby has used my stamps to put Ingo on keys to say what door, info I think it's supposed to say, what door the keys go. Brilliant. Obviously, don't put the whole address on, just like front door. Don't put to my house, which is here, because it'll get a bit thefty. Brilliant. That's a brilliant idea. I always lose keys, mind. I lose things every day.
I'm not too bad with keys, but I'm always losing my glasses, and I lost them.
You don't want to lose them.
No.
Price of them.
I lost them one day this week, and I looked everywhere, and about half an hour later, I just passed a mirror, and they were here on my head.
Of course they were, yeah. Of course they were. I do it all the time. Look for my phone whilst it's in my hand.
Yeah. Yes.
Do that all the time. Look for the smashed up phone.
Yeah.
It's always smashed, mine, aren't they? $11.95 FXG. See, we're very, very, very busy. You're asking for the numbers, so we're going to very quickly give them to you. Ariel and Penguin together, eh? Ariel or Ariel? I say Ariel. Are you Ariel?
Ariel.
It's
Ariel.
Philip saying Ariel.
No, Ariel.
He doesn't know. He's saying, oh, and you've got question marks, commas, speech marks. I said that marks, didn't
That is. If
invaluable,
your budget can run to it, I would really suggest you get these, because then you can put things in inverted commas and put full stops in. If you've got like Mr. and Mrs., you need the full stop and things like that. It really is just that finishing touch.
Or if you're writing I'm for I'm yours,
Exactly.
you need the comma.
Exactly.
It's got to be grammatically correct.
It's got to be grammatically
Especially
correct.
if you're giving it to
Otherwise
someone
it
like
looks
my
like
mother. She
in
won't
yours,
accept it.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
And
it does.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Now, so you've got, we're going to do buy one, get one free on this, so you need to get them quick. So you've got from 0 to 9 in your penguin font, and then I'm going to give you the same, but in your Arial font. Here they are. I'll put them together for you so you can see.
Wow.
Very, very, very handy to have in your collection. You've got to get them. And again, if you're going to do things like door keys and stuff like this, it's a great thing to do. Maybe you've got a bed and breakfast and you want to emboss the key number in.
Exactly. I mean, going back to the dog parlour thing, again, the pet grooming, if you want to put a telephone number on, should the animal get lost or something like that.
Of course, you have to have a telephone number.
Saves the cost of
Sometimes you just
shipping.
have the telephone number so that you don't steal the dog and call it by its name.
Yeah, true.
YZG C16 is your item code. These are absolutely flying out. We are very, very busy for these. It's great to see you all stacking up on my screens. I hope you're all having a lovely afternoon. YZG C16. It's Saturday. It's a bit dreary outside, isn't it?
It's very dreary.
Don't go outside. That's what I say. I sat in and stuffed my face with pizza last night in bed. Disgusting.
Sounds great to me.
It was, but it was also quite slobbish, wasn't
You
it?
have to do it occasionally, Jen.
Wine
You
in
have
one
to
hand,
do it.
pizza in the other.
And watching the telly in bed.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good evening. to
So
me.
classy, so classy. YZG C16, $6.95 is such brilliant value. Now we've got a couple of minutes left. If you need to run through anything,
Well,
you've got any tips for
yeah,
anybody?
I have actually. On the stamping, it might again seem quite obvious. But if it doesn't, and it is these tiny little tips sometimes I find, I look for them all the time, they really help me. But when you are perhaps stamping onto a circle or anything that's got a curve to it, it's a little bit difficult to see where those letters should go. If you've got an odd numbered word, it's best then you can just start centre. Say, what can we have? What's an odd numbered word? Quickly give me an odd numbered word.
Hello? Is that odd?
Oh, good girl. So we put a dot in the centre and then pop the L in, the first L. And then you put the other L and the O and the E and the H either side
Are you
of
just
it,
writing
and it'll balance.
writing a dot so you can rub
Yeah, well,
it off?
I use a little, it's not indelible obviously because I want it to come off, but I just use a little felt tip with a very fine end.
Give it a lick and a wipe, yeah?
Yeah, and then I guess it just comes off really easily. That
okay.
does, yeah.
Or
And
pencil.
just put, with a very, very fine gauge tip on it, just put those little marks. And when you're doing a straight one across, say, a rectangle or something, it's always worthwhile putting it, because if you're like me, I do like asymmetric jewellery, but if I'm putting something, say, like a name or something into a tag, I like it to be
Otherwise,
centred.
people are like...
Otherwise, it irritates me.
It's annoying, like
Yeah.
Facebook profiles that are the wrong way round.
Yeah.
My friend Jade drives me mad. Her profile's the other way round because she can't move the picture all the way round. Drives me nuts every time, but she can barely log in, so I'm going to leave it for her. She's like, I can't do that. I took her to London last week, and she was like, what, we're going on a train? I was like, yeah, it's 20 minutes, it's fine. She was like Babe, Pig in the City. She was absolutely free. You can't, every time another train went past, she was like, it was hilarious. She's so fun, love her. We got loads of messages coming through. Thank you so much. It's lush to have your company here today. Can't read that. Here we go. Hang on a sec. I can't swear. I'm going to read it on here. Julie says, wow, wow, wow. So glad I finished my housework in time for these amazing prices and show. Thank you, Jewellery Maker. The prices are great as always. I wanted these stamps. Always wanted these stamps. I'm so glad, Julie, that you've got them. No more of that housework business. It's the weekend, love. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Go and make yourself a cup of tea now. We will be back with more goodies for you, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you on the other side of this.
Join resident designer Sheila for our Bridal Headwear for Beginners DVD. Sheila will guide you through an array of beautiful bridal designs, including a pearl tiara, the star hair comb, a twisted spiral tiara, and much more. This DVD is packed full of inspiration and helpful hints and tips. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund. Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from Jewellery Maker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the Jewellery Maker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on Jewellery Maker. Simply search Jewellery Maker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at Jewellery Maker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on Jewellery Maker.
When we were with you last year in China, you had some big sizes that were clean, but today all the big sizes look very included. Is that what's coming from the mine? More inclusions?
Yeah. Have more better quality. Also, this is not clean.
Yeah, that's right.
Clean material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like this clean.
so clean to one size, then above that the sizes are getting more included.
Every size can get, but quantity depends on quantity.
This is a lot smaller today.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few years ago the quantity was great coming out the mine on the bigger sizes, but today the smaller sizes are nice, they're clean up to about ½ a carat, but beyond that they're quite included. So it's quite a good job. We did a lot of business a few years ago.
Yeah.
Chrome diopside, which as the name suggests, gets its vivid green colours from chromium. It's not a particularly well-known gemstone. Diopside, or sometimes known as Russian diopside, was first discovered in the early 1800s and derives its name from the Greek words dis and ops, meaning two-faced, in reference to the two ways of orientating the gem before cutting. Diopside is unusual in that it has perfect cleavage in two directions. To see more of this incredible gemstone, stay tuned to us.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Did you know that no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one postage and packaging fee?
Welcome back, you're watching Jewellery Maker, and I am indeed Jenny. Now we have got loads of wonderful bundles. You put me, yeah, there I am, that's me. Because sometimes I wake up and I don't know who I am or where I am. A bit like Linda this morning. Did that happen to you? Does it happen often?
Not as often as it used to.
Back in the day?
Yeah, only because it's sort of damage limitation these days now.
Yeah, it's damage. We'll leave that where it is. We'll leave that where it is, shall we? Well, now, we've got loads of brilliant bundles for under £10 for you. Not all of them are going to be under £10, but that leads us into our text message question. We want to know what the best thing you've bought, not necessarily from Jewellery Maker, we mean on earth, for, you know, ever, for under £10. What's the best thing you've ever bought for under £10? It might have been a complete find. You might have gone to a charity shop, bought something, only to then go on the Antiques Roadshow and be told that it's worth £10 million, something like that. And other other shows are available, such as Storage Hunters and Cash in the Attic. Could have been any of those, or not. It could have just been something you bought and then you realised was worth a lot more. We want to know. Text us in. Now I'm going to start with some Serpentine. Which this bundle's called something good, is it? Don't decline the Serpentine. What's that in relation to? Is it just because it rhymed? See anything? Decline Serpentine. Yeah, I like it. Now, have a look at this. These are going to be absolutely perfect because do you know what? I really think they're the same, a very similar colour to mistletoe berries.
They are.
They're mistletoe berry colour, so these are perfect for Christmas.
Yeah, I was trying to think, that is such an unusual colour for a gemstone. I was trying to think what it would be, and that's spot on, that is, yeah.
Mistletoe berry.
Yeah, with some nice red garnet, it would be beautiful.
Oh, nice red garnet. Now that's one strand there, it's a double strand, so it is. Went through a couple of different accents
You
there,
did, didn't
I?
you, then?
Went from farm to Northern Ireland, all in 5 seconds. Now you're going to get 5 double strands. So really, it's like having 10 strands. Now you've got Serpentine. Look at the glow that you get from Serpentine. And again, I'm going to say it, think about that mistletoe, kind of mistletoe berry colour. It's going to be very seasonal. But then, putting it with yellows and pinks, this is lovely with rose quartz, because it looks very sort of apple blossom-esque as well. So it's going to be something that's going to take you from winter through to spring. And it's always going to be, you know what, you've got 5 strands, this is going to go a very long way indeed. Think about how Mark Smith makes use of chips and nuggets. If you're not sure how to use them, we have plenty of free downloads on our website, or you can grab one of our DVDs, the chip and nugget DVDs. Have a look at this. $14.75, a brilliant price tag for 5 strands already. Now please remember that these are genuine gemstones. They're ready for you to make jewellery with straight away. They're ready for you to make how many stretchy bracelets out of? At £6.95. How many stretchy bracelets would you get out of that? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 per strand, I reckon. And if you sold those at £5 each, this one, a little bit of elastic, minimal cost, this could make you such a massive profit margin, couldn't it? £6.95 for a gemstone that's going to take you from your Christmas mistletoe berry colours through to the springtime with that apple blossom as well. Esther's messaged in saying, bought a pair of designer shoes in a thrift store in New York for $7.99. I had to keep a poker face until I got out of the shop. Then I let rip. In a cheery way, I hope, Esther. Because sometimes that can mean something else.
Yes, it can.
Thank you, Esther. See, this is what I like. I love it when you find something that you're not expecting. Beverly, you've texted us in. Have a look at this gorgeous Serpentine. YDG C23 bought gorgeous linen jacket and willing to pay the £70 price from not just any old store. And it rang up for £7 and they insisted was what I needed to pay. Well, if it comes opposite, that's my mum always does that in that store, and I love the way that you did that so that I didn't have to say it. Thank you, Beverly. Mwah. Yes, that does happen a lot. That happens a lot. Now, Carol, I haven't got Carol's message on my screen. Carol says, "Hi, lovelies. I got a necklace from a charity shop, and it was a little emerald beads, lush. It cost £1.50, and I'm loving the bargains and the banter today. That's brilliant. You should have that valued, you know." Have it valued. £6.95. It's gone. It's sold out as that. It's sold out. Thank you so much for all your text messages. We will try and get all of them read out today. Now, I'm going to give to you. Yes, I love this. Now, I've actually got a shell pearl necklace on that I've had for a long time that I acquired from a beading budder. A budding beader, sorry. Not a beading budder. What's a beading budder? I don't want to know.
What's a beading budder?
I don't want to know, but it's not. Anyway, it was a genuine mistake that. So you can see now this is a brilliant example of how you can use shell pearl. They look so perfect. They're great with spaces in between them. They keep that perfect round. I think they're quite classy looking. Have a look. I want to let you know that Phil's called this bundle Passionate Peacocks. I don't want to know what Phil was doing at the time of naming this bundle. I don't want to think about that, Phil. Now, have a look. Have a look at that colour. This would go with that nice steely grey outfit that you're wearing right now in a bracelet.
Yeah.
Isn't that a gorgeous colour?
It is a beautiful colour, isn't it?
I love it.
It's quite a relaxing look, isn't it?
It is. Very classy.
Yeah.
I almost feel like I should have a glass of red in my hand, dressed all nice.
Yeah, I think more a glass of sparkle in your hand, dressed all nice.
Okay, I'll go with that. Okay, I was thinking I was going to eat roast beef, but fine, I'll stick with the shambles and not eat any. Lobster's my favourite. See, this is why that we should be. You should be my MBF. £6.95 for 2 strands. ULG is new best friend. Yeah. ULG. I think that's what it means. C93. I do get a lot of things wrong though. I get a lot of things wrong. I write my kids' notes in their lunch boxes, and I wrote something about which was a song title, and put to Mia, my trap queen, on it, and have a lovely lunch. And she was like, Mummy, don't ever call me that again, because it means something that you don't understand. I still to this day don't know what it means. Now, Danielle Jessica said, hello Danielle, I got a platinum plated sterling silver and tanzanite ring for $9.99 because it was the last one in size. Woohoo! I love that. Keep hold of that. Keep hold of that. Kirsty's text us in. Great price tag. Kirsty's saying, hi Jenny, at a car boot, I found a diamond ring. Shh. I paid what? No. Value for $2.90. I've also found 925 silver jewellery at car boots. Brilliant. Wow. But how do you not know you're giving away a diamond ring if you got it in a... Maybe it was like one that you've taken out of your mum's stash. She never wears this. I'll sell it. You'd go crazy, wouldn't you? £6.95. ULG C93. I love this. I love this duo. What are you up to today? Give us a text in. We want to know. Maybe you've got the kids at home with you. Now, I'm going to give you some... Can we do some more shell pearl, yeah? Because I really like this colour.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't it lovely? Oh, I love that.
Really nice, isn't it? It'd go really nice, actually, with the tealy coloured ones.
You know what? This colour is very in. I like it with my nail polish colour. What do you think? These kinds of beigey, warm tones, it's so autumnal. I love that. Look at these colours together. I like those two together. Do you?
I do. I really, really do. If it was me, I'd probably buy a couple of bundles, and then I'd have the graduated drops. I'd have the smaller one, then the larger one, then the smaller one, then the larger one, just as one necklace.
Would you put would you rosary it, or would it just go one the other, one the other, one the other?
I would do all small, all big next on the next row, all small again.
Oh, so like
yes,
right,
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, there's several looks that you can make with it.
Love that idea.
And I'd keep the graduation fairly close. Yeah, keep them fairly close, not huge graduated drops, fairly close so that they just sit nicely.
And there'd be all that lovely texture and the pearlescence. I love this colour. It's so autumnal. Nice boots, chunky jumper. Gorgeous. I love the winter. Nice and cuddly, isn't it? $6.95 again for both strands. Brilliant price tag. LTG C58 is your item. Goes bronzed beauties. These are 6mm and 10mm. Debbie says, hi ladies, I must be honest and say the best thing I got in a charity shop was my husband. Loving the shop. Oh, that's so sweet.
Where do they sell husbands then? Which charity shop do they sell
I think I'm not sure which one it is. Okay. But yeah,
it's in sell husbands.
Yeah, it's in the gents section. They're just there hanging around. You just give a donation, take one home. Okay. That's not a real thing. in case you're just putting your shoes on and hot footing out, I'm gonna get myself a man. Then no, that's not how it's done. How lovely is that? What a nice text for Debbie. Lois in Florida says, Jenny, you always look dressed so nicely. Thanks for all the inspiration and great practice. Thank you, Lois. That's so kind. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love Florida. You're so lucky. I used to work in Clearwater Bay, and the clams in Clearwater Bay, I never tasted anything like it since. Lush. Do you like a clam?
I do, yeah. A nice clam chowder.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. LTG C58 is your item code. It's lovely to have your text messages. Keep them coming. Now, I'm going to give you something else. Oh, we had that text about emeralds, didn't we? So it'd be... Right, just get on the phone lines now. Phil's just told me the price tag. This is insane. 4 double strands. This should not happen. 4 double strands. Right, these emeralds. Do you remember, Linda, when we first started doing strands like this, they were really great price, actually. They came out at I think it was $16.95, didn't they, for emeralds like this?
Emeralds, yeah.
I'm going to give you, how many strands again? 4 strands. This is ridiculous. This price tag should not happen. Phil thinks it might have been put on the system as a mistake. Fine. Let's just do it quickly before Martha comes in, starts cracking the old whip again. Before Martha Vader gets in here, get quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4 strands of genuine emerald This is genuine emerald. Can I just have the details? I just need to check. This is 100% genuine emerald. Emeralds that are 82 centimetres each in length on the strands. Look at your price tag. It's absolute madness. Do a pearl bracelet with one of these little nuggets in the middle and you can up the value of your jewellery by absolutely stacks, can't you? $7.95. That's ridiculous. Phil thinks that perhaps there was a mistake when he picked this off the schedule, the price of it. Well, of course you're going mad. Of course you are. Why wouldn't you be? Absolutely loads of you. Most of you are indeed multi-buying. Why wouldn't you? I mean, Linda, it begs belief that we are... this is real emerald. It's not emerald-coloured quartz. It's real emerald.
Yeah, it looks real emerald. It's got those gorgeous, gorgeous emerald greens in it. And at this price, for this many emeralds, I'd be tempted to do some memory wire bracelets.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the profit you could make on these, I mean, it would be good, right?
Yeah, it would be good, yeah. I mean, if you can put on your stall big 5 gemstones, you know, and you've got them there labelled, people are going to sort of, whoa, it's not just glass or, you know,
they believe
or
you.
anything. They don't. That's the thing. You have to have like a little authenticity thing there.
Well, we
as
give
well.
it to you. Get the authenticity card. If you ask for it, we shall give it to you. And don't forget, I think it's £1 and it goes towards charity. Please do get that because maybe your customers are going to question you. Maybe they're going to say, well, and don't you shortchange yourself because you don't have to charge a tiny price tag for your jewellery just because we're giving it to you at a tiny price tag. If you believe that that could actually compromise your integrity, then give a higher price tag. Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? Text message coming in saying, that's going in my basket. SGGC80 is your item code. I love it. Straight in my basket. I love that. Now, this is genuine emerald. It is. It's absolute madness. I understand that. Definitely brilliant for... Definitely brilliant for Christmas presents, isn't it? Trees of life, anything like that. Kirsty is saying, I think they didn't know it was real. It was in a dish with different pieces of costume jewellery. It was my mum who said it was. Oh, you're referring to the diamond ring, of course. Oh, just give it a breathe. And if it doesn't steam up, you know it's a diamond. That's right, isn't it, Linda?
That's right, yep.
If in doubt, breathe on it. That's what I say. That's not going to apply to everything in life.
Yeah, no, that's
like
not a general life rule, no.
I used to love it when I watched Lion Witch in the Wardrobe and Aslan would breathe life back into people. I used to think that was brilliant. Of course, the opposite would happen if I breathed on someone. They would probably keel over and die. Now, not really. Now, I'm going to give to you... I love this. Now, actually, we're challenging Linda with this. I said that a bit brummie.
You did
Challenging with these, aren't we?
Oh.
I absolutely love these. Look at these. Do I sound like one of you? Am ya? I love it when you call me Bab. Oh, you said you do, Bab. I love that. Look at that colour. Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah, they're beautiful.
I love this. Do you know what? Because they're that size and because they're faceted, they're just beautiful. Look at that sparkle that you get. It's second to none. That. And you know what you've got here, of course, is mookaite, which is a gemstone that only comes from one place in the world. This is insane as well. I mean, actually think about this. And I know we, it is Australia's tanzanite, isn't it? I know we say this over and over and over again. You can only get this in Mooka Creek in Australia. Now, I've got a feeling that Mooka Creek's in the outback, and you don't just want to go to the outback, do you? Look at that. Look at that glisten. Look at that sparkle. I blinking love these. Think about beaded kumahimo with these. Think about doing those spirals with these. Think about, I mean, there's so much you could do. Have a look. Because you've also got the larger rounds as well. Aren't they lovely? Those are 8mm and then you've got the 3mm. If you're a bead loomer, or a lunatic, as I like to call you, then these, I mean, this whole combination is brilliant. What about soutache, Linda?
Yes, oh, definitely. There's 6, 8s and 3s, yeah. The 8mm for soutache is absolutely brilliant. Again, for if you're going to soutache a large cabochon, and then you want to do your coil back, you know, your sort of little kickback, the 8mm are going beautifully there. And then there's nothing prettier than the little 3mm pico edged around the soutache, or around, or just around a a cabochon, if you just want to glue a cabochon onto some backing foundation and then Pico stitch, which is a little ziggy-zaggy stitch all the way around. It is so pretty.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
You could do peyote with these as well?
Yes, definitely.
Look at the price tag for two wonderful gemstones coming from all the way in Australia. £8.95. TOGC70 is your item code. Mookite Delight. Mookite Delight, is that what you've called it? I like that. 0800 644 655 is the number to be dialed in if you love them. Or the w's.jewellerymaker.com if you are shopping online. TOG.
Join our guest designer Sarah Elvin for some fantastic braiding techniques in her new DVD, Braiding Edition 1. This DVD includes the basic elements for your braiding: a spiral half hitch, a fishtail braid, a half hitch round, a half hitch braid, and finally Charlotte's Web. Watch this DVD and create some fabulous jewellery with ease. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Come and join guest designer Mark Smith with his fantastic DVD, Chips and Nuggets with Wire. Mark guides you through everything you need to know to create these stunning pieces. From the tools that you will use to different types of wire and the gorgeous gemstones featured, it's like having a personal tutor in your living room.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
Pearls are classic. I mean, who doesn't love pearls? You look at them, they look elegant, they look classy, and they make elegant, classy jewellery when you're creating with them. I think right from the whitest of white pearl to the peach pearl, they're always stunning, and anybody can wear them. They're one of my favourites. You see them, don't you, in expensive jewellers, covered in diamonds. Diamond and pearls are the classic duo, and that's why I love pearls.
Pearls are always a huge seller on Jewellery Maker, and I think it's because there's a huge amount of emotional attachment to them. I think whatever walk of life you come from, whatever your age, you always associate pearls with maybe someone who's worn pearls before you, maybe your grandma, maybe your mum. So there's always that emotional attachment to pearls, and they can be classic, they can be contemporary, they can really be whatever you want them to be, and definitely one of my favourite gemstones.
Also referred to as dysthene, is best known for its deep, rich colours and rarity. The name is derived from the Greek word kainos, meaning blue, and although it is not a birthstone, it is often associated with the zodiac signs of Aries, Taurus and Libra. Its clear, strong blue to bluish green appearance has placed kyanite in the direct association with loyalty, serenity, calmness, innovation and dreams. For more of this incredible gemstone, stay tuned to us.
Tiger's eye is a really beautiful gemstone. We see a very interesting optical effect across the surface of this gemstone. When this gemstone forms, quartz silica replaces fibrous inclusions, and what we get from that is a beautiful chatoyant effect. It looks just like a cat's eye shimmering across the surface of this gem. It does come in an array of colours, but these colours can also be dyed. Because of the fibrous structure, the gemstone itself takes dye very well. Naturally, this gemstone tends to be brown to yellow, but we can see this gemstone in vivid pinks, greens and blue hues as well.
Join us this December at our Gemporia Christmas Ball. Meet your favourite faces from across the channels and enjoy an evening of festive fun as we head back to Warwickshire to the beautiful Wroxall Abbey. Tickets are more limited than last year, but priced at £89 per person, they're already selling out fast. The evening includes a welcome drink, 3-course meal and a chance to dance, as the lounge's very own Drew Nichols will again be singing with his band Alfonso's Pancake Breakfast. With auction prizes to bid on and raffle prizes to be won, the evening will be raising money for the Colourful Life Foundation. So don't delay, book your tickets today on 0333 400 0011. See you at Christmas.
Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Chalcedony, or chalcedony, depending on how you pronounce it, is best thought of as a species name rather than an individual gem material. The chalcedony group includes things like agate, onyx and carnelian. Chalcedony can also be used to refer to different coloured gemstones, so you do have blue chalcedony, yellow chalcedony and also pink chalcedony as well.
No wonder zoologists and botanists find this an incredible gemstone. I'm looking at a cockroach here, but when you remember, this is a time capsule of around 40 million years ago, and this insect has been completely preserved. It's quite fascinating.
Join Mark Smith as he introduces you to the incredible world of macrame. In this DVD, Mark guides you along, step by step, into all the techniques you will need to get started for some fabulous new designs. This includes the tools of the trade, getting started, incorporating beads, finishing touches, and finally learn how to create the beautiful goddess bracelet. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Not only do the insects and the leaves trapped within inside amber give us a good understanding of what was happening in the environment at the time, even the curvature of the amber itself can teach us a lot about the trees from which it formed. For example, when you get big pieces like this, if you look closely at the curve here, this would have been on the outside of the actual tree. So measuring this, we can accurately work out the circumference of the tree. And in fact, on the inside, the actual pattern here is almost an impression of the bark of the tree itself. Smaller pieces, well, these will have formed on the smaller branches, not the actual trunk, but the branches. And you can see the diameter on this. So this was probably so big, probably 2 or 3 inches wide in diameter.
Emerald is a member of the beryl family. It's one of the only gemstone families named for its chemical composition, beryllium aluminium silicate. Emeralds often display three-phase inclusions, and these can include a liquid-filled cavity, which can sometimes have either a little gas bubble or even a crystal, and it's really interesting to see in the case of emerald, because as you turn the stone, the elements within the inclusions can actually move as well. The finest examples of emerald do come from Colombia still, and there's quite an array of colours in the different tones of green. Other localities for emerald include Pakistan and Namibia.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking with us during those technical difficulties. We're all sorted now. Claire's sorted us out. She's fresh back from Thailand with a gorgeous tan. She cried herself silly on the way home. I know you would have, Claire. I can feel you crying. Now, I'm going to give to you some wonderful... Are we calling them necklace bails? Have a look. Necklaces. What are we calling them? Necklace wires. And they've got these, now do these unscrew, these cordy bits here? They unscrew, oh yeah, I can see. So you unscrew these and screw them back up again. And let me just see if I can do it properly. I've just put moisturiser on my hands. It was the wrong time to do it. There we go, I'll keep going, keep going, keep going. So you can see. Now you can make interchangeable pendants with these. Do you know what? These could be masculine as well as feminine. I think it completely and utterly depends on what kind of thing you're going to put on there. You could just have, oh, do you know what? These would be great if you are doing your letter stamping as well. Now you get, how many of these? Do I get 10 of these? And then I'm also, and they're stainless steel black wire. Then I'm going to give you 10 meters of pendant cord. Now this is something that's quite new to me. Have a look at the texture of this. It's wonderful. You could almost use this in conjunction with soutache around the edging and things like that. What a lovely texture. Isn't that beautiful? Have you seen that, Linda?
No, I haven't. That's the first for me.
I really like this. Let me try and find the actual beginning of it.
You know, you can, I think there's a few tutorials on the website, but if you go onto a search engine and look for macrame knots, Chinese knots, you know the Chinese knotted buttons?
Yes,
perfect
I do.
for that.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
Perfect, yes.
That's a brilliant idea.
Because you'll get that nice sort of 3D look.
Yeah, you can buy them as button findings in the haberdashery, can't you? This is a brilliant price tag, by the way, everybody. Thank you so much for sticking with us, and thanks for all your messages during those technical difficulties. £7.95 for 10 necklace findings, and you've got the pendant cord there as well. I love that cord. You know what? If you don't have time to soutache, if you don't have time to macrame or to kumihimo, then this is brilliant. I love a bit of kumihimo, but I don't necessarily always have time for it. You know me. HGGC30, and you have stuck with us even though we had those technical difficulties. Thank you so much. There's loads of you on the phone lines. Don't forget to text us in. What have you bought for under £10 that turned out to be perhaps the best thing you've ever bought? We've had people buying diamond rings at car boot sales for just under £2. We've had all sorts of text messages in. That's the text message subject of the day. Loads of you there. Some of you are multi-buying on this one. Have a look at the necklace wires. You said earring in my... Yes, you did say earring, Claire. It's all right, darling. I really like them. Actually, quite like them on their own. I think they'd be quite cool on a guy, wouldn't they?
And, as well as stacker bracelets and stacker rings, there's also a trend coming in for stacker necklaces as well. So you could just put, say, a red gemstone on one, a green gemstone on another, a silver one on another, and just have all of them, just with the one gemstone. But make sure that they sit, it's like as they sit around the neckline, make sure that the stones are graduated. So it would give look almost like a coil effect. That would look really nice.
I love that idea. I love, and you could put coils in with these. You could put wire in with these. Just have a look. We have got from an anonymous customer. Now that is definitely going in my basket. £7.95. 0806 444 655. £7.95. NGG C30 is your item code. Loads of you there. Luscious to have your company. Alan, guest designer, been here all afternoon watching my lovely ladies, 1996 and all that great show, everyone. Don't remind me about 1996, Alan, the year you broke my heart by going off with another, back in the rave days. £7.95, there he was with his white gloves on, in his neon hot pants. Out I came from the toilet. And he was snogging the face off another. 0800 644 655. £7.95. Did me a favour though, didn't it?
It's just a mental picture in my mind.
I was there with my glow sticks in my hand.
Oh, gosh.
Now, I'm going to give to you... now, we've got some budding beader. What, is that right? Yes, what did I say earlier?
Beading butter.
Beading butter. Jewellery. That is from the gorgeous Anne. I love this. Have a look at this colour. So aquamarine. Look at these. They're so aquamarine, aren't they? They're blue quartzite, but doesn't that look like a real vintage aquamarine colour? I love that. Those small rounds. Another great soutache opportunity perhaps for you. And then you've got the larger ones at 14mm. Have a look at the jewellery done by Anne. Oh, you get, hang on a minute, 3 strands of the big ones. Oh, wait there, wait there. Oh, well, I didn't take that bundle, I took a different bundle. So this is it, he thought I'd pick something else. We've got 2 similar bundles. It's Philip's fault, everyone. You can, yep. No, these are different, look. So they haven't, so I was right, there you go. Everyone's confused. Stop everything, now. Claire's used up all her brain power in Thailand. I actually think these, if you're wearing something that's a little bit colourful, or if you're wearing something that's all black or all white, this kind of a colour pop is magnificent. I actually think it will go with all skin tones. Have a look. I'm just going to lay it next to that pearl necklace. I think maybe they look kind of cool together. I like that.
Perfect with your dress, Jenny.
Thank you. I feel like I should go on holiday with this colour. I love it. A bit of an instant tan, isn't it? I love these. Do you know what? I love these big rounds. Just make simple necklaces.
Keep it simple. There's all these big geometric floral designs and literally geometric designs. Big, huge pattern coming in through the winter. And that is exactly that's what I term as my 50s type jewellery. So 50s looking, that is.
Definitely. Those big, like an Audrey Hepburn
because you know in the 50s
Definitely.
there was all big floral sticky out petticoats and things, and that's exactly the type of jewellery that you need.
I love this. Big, bold, bright, genuine gemstones. These are quartzite. They're gorgeous. 3 strands, mind. for £6.95. A lot of people actually use this colour in their Christmas tree decorations with the frosted white trees, with these. Less than 9 weeks till Christmas. I love it. That means like what, 9 Fridays till Christmas or something crazy. 8 Fridays. Said that well, Bravo. 14 millimetres, gorgeous. These are great for those oversized necklaces that we were talking about that go over the head, over a jumper dress. Great for if you're wearing a dress as well. Big, bright, bold designs that you're going to create. Wonderful for key rings.
Yeah, go sort of big on the gemstone, but keep design simple.
Yeah, minimal design, maximum gemstone.
Yeah, exactly.
£6.95 for 3 strands as well. Very, very good value indeed. Now, which one are we going to do now? The budding beaders one, the aquamarine, the beading budders. Have a look. Let's have the aquamarine. Gorgeous colour. I love this colour. It's one of my absolute favourites, like a turquoisey duck egg. That's what I'm going to call it. Turquoise stroke duck egg blue. Bit of a fusion of both of them. Again, these are quartzite, but they're very reminiscent, I think, of aquamarine in colour, the smaller ones. What do you reckon? 6 millimetres. These are the ones that I thought would be great for soutache, Linda.
Yes, absolutely. Perfect for soutache. What I like about quartzite is you've got one depth of colour, but the quartzite sort of takes it in. It evolves through the quartzite in different hues through that same basic colour scheme. So it doesn't look like, if you would wanted to recreate that in plastic, it would be a solid block. But this has translucency, it has opaqueness, it has everything. So you do know it's a gemstone, it's something a bit special.
Only a genuine gemstone can actually give you these qualities. Like you just said, a plastic or a glass,
it's just
can't
a solid
carry
block.
a colour like a genuine gemstone. The way a genuine gemstone takes to colour, but still offers you this almost a waxy lustre from the inside. And that's something that actually is a really good point. You know what, you can see these are genuine gemstones. You can see these are quality, yet they're giving you a real vibrance of colour. And in any other medium, that can be too harsh, but because these are genuine gemstones, what a gorgeous colour, what an amazing ornate piece of jewellery you're going to create. And have a look again at Anne's piece, and Anne's actually used some jump rings to break up the 2 different sizes, which I love, using those silver jump rings. Now you could use a rose gold, you could use a traditional gold, but I really like the way the silver keeps the coolness of the piece. And a lot of you using silvers, whites, and this kind of aqua tone within your Christmas tree decorations. If you're not a traditionalist, if you're not going to go for the reds and the greens and the golds, a lot of you are going a little bit more modern, a little bit more contemporary with your... Are you, do you do a bit of both, Linda, with your Christmas tree designs?
I'm a little bit sort of a creature of habit. I normally do 2 or 3 years of the reds, golds and greens, and then I'll go completely silver and white. And then I will go what I call my jewel colours, which are every jewel that you can think of, like on the literally the colour scheme on the logo there, and my tree is covered in all of those colours.
I love it. I love thinking of your Christmas themes. It's lovely. I love getting the antlers out, you know, all the traditional things. I love that. Candles everywhere. God, I just love it. Love Christmas so much. £6.95. You want to see the back of the necklace? Of course you can. A toggle clasp. And that's from Lois. I need to put my teeth back in, don't I? Got old Stacey Solomon. Alex from my shire. She's from Forest of Dean, that one. She buys great cheese. Oh, happy days. The beautiful Jenny and the equally lovely and multi-talented Linda. Wasn't going to buy anything today. Oh, dear. Love these blues. I love them too. I love them. Aren't they lovely? £6.95. Loads of you loving this, and what a great deal. Thank you so much for all your text messages. Keep them coming, because otherwise we shall feel very lonely without you. Mrs. Lee in Kent. Let's have a look at that. Now, hang on, I'm going to strain to see it. You'll have to read it to me, because it's not... I was in a white elephant store looking for an old metal bench to renovate. Say that again, Philip. And noticed a necklace with a big 20mm square red stone. It'll be perfect for a project. I bought it for 50p and later found out it was a ruby. Oh.
Wow.
Reset it with opals, white gold.
Wow.
And sold it for £370. Back of the net.
Absolutely.
Love it.
It's the joy of going into these sort of bric-a-brac places, car boot sales, the joy of that in itself is fantastic. I love a rummage. And then bringing something home, bringing it away from the rubbish and seeing how it fits beautifully in the house or whatever, but then thinking that could be something special, I'll take it to so-and-so, and then just finding that out. It's like, I mean, some of the people on Antiques Roadshow and they go, whoa, you know, found it on a tip. You know, fantastic.
I love it, and it's about, you know, cherishing things.
It is, because you've fallen in love with it in the first place, haven't you? Enough to buy it. So
you know what they say: one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that saying. Now, number 24. Why has that made you giggle, Ben? It's made Ben giggle. That has. Now, made you have a giggle? Got a little giggle on. Now this is a cheeky deal. 3 strands of rainbow moonstone, and again, sorry, I'm trying to untangle them. These are long strands as well. Rainbow moonstone. Moonstone, of course, is one of the best gemstones of June, along with pearls and alexandrite. Have a look. Gorgeous texture on these, and you're going to get this bluish iridescence that I just adore. You've got that gorgeous frosty white as well. So if you're looking for something to make. Maybe you're looking for something to make icicles out of, ready for Christmas decorations, or make decorative jewellery. Then look no further than this. You've got 3 strands of moonstone. Moonstone, I think, has something. It's a very romantic name, Linda.
Yeah,
isn't it?
it is. It's mystical, isn't it? It's really mystical. I always try and think of. My first thought is normally my most successful thought for jewellery making, and that would definitely be a tree of life with 1 pearl as the moon in the background.
I love that idea.
So I would definitely do tree of life with that. You could even do Christmas tree decorations as trees of life, couldn't you? And then pass them to people again, little ones.
They can take them home with them.
Yeah, exactly. But tree of life, a wintry tree of life with 1 big shell pearl in the back as a moon.
That perfect moon. Yeah. I love that idea. Just take a look at your price tag. These are only £6.95, not for 1 strand of moonstone, but for 3 strands of moonstone. Incredible value. Again, these are genuine gemstones that you're shopping for here today at Jewellery Maker. We only give you genuine gemstones. JEGC09 is your item code. You've got 140 carats to each one. Now, approaching half of the stock has now gone and sold out of this bundle. It's great value. Mix it with any of the other great value bundles that I've given you in this hour so far. I just think you could create so many beautiful things. Have a look together with this colour, because we're talking about the whites and those aquas together. If that's going to be your Christmas theme, brilliant. But also think about how they're going to really expand, not just for the winter, not just for your frosty icicles or your ice queen tiaras, but these are also going to pan their way through the spring and summer, autumn as well. You know, just brilliant. And do think about proms. We're thinking about Chloe's prom at the moment, Mia's best friend. We're looking at her pieces at the moment, and it's in like June, I think. But you think about it really far in advance, don't you? Mia's already had someone ask her to the prom in 2 years' time, my daughter. He asked me whether he could ask her to go to prom. You're 15 or 16, Ben, when you go to prom. £6.95. It's a big thing. It's a big thing. For me, I shall be choking up when my daughter goes to prom. I'm living my dreams through her. You didn't go to your prom, Ben? Why? You didn't like anyone. 0800 644. It's because you're a little nerdy weirdo. You couldn't relate to them. They were too superficial for you. That's what it was. He's a musician at heart, you see. Now, I'm going to give to you. Oh, I love this. Actually, this can look incredible with the moonstone. Have a little look. I called you a nerd. Hey, no, being a weirdo is a compliment. I'm a massive weirdo. There is nothing normal about me, is there? Have a look. Being a weirdo is cool. Don't worry about it. Are you a weird fellow weirdo, Linda?
Me?
Yeah.
I have been called that, in the past a few times.
I think to be a weirdo is good. Accept yourself as a fellow weirdo, please.
Okay, fine.
Right.
We'll join the club.
I'm just going to, I'm separating these is what I'm doing. In case you're wondering what on earth, I'm not playing cat's cradle. Right, okay, here we go. What a colour. And in fact, Claire and I was just talking to Claire during the break, and I said to Claire, did you go to a lagoon? You know the lagoon in Thailand that I never have, I always remember. This is the colour of the water, and I just love this colour. Claire, coming back from Thailand like just a few days ago, isn't this the colour of the sea, just as the sun starts to set? Amazing. Beautiful colour. Absolutely love it. I absolutely love Neon Apatite. I think you've got such a richness, such a vibrance of colour, such a depth, and it's going to go with your whites. It's going to, in fact, I know this sounds crazy, but look at it next to even your Mookite tones. It looks incredible. I actually think you'll struggle to find a colour that this does not go with. And think outside of the box with Neon Apatite because of that wonderful colour, that incredible richness, almost London blue topaz richness that you get from here, from this. And look at that. Listen, if you've never tried it before, just grab 3 strands now at $6.95. I think you'll struggle finding Neon Apatite anywhere outside of Jewellery Maker, because we give it to you because we are part of the Genuine Gemstone company. So we create, we give to you, we bring you genuine gemstones. That's our business. When you're shopping on other craft channels, they're doing generic crafts. We are all about genuine gemstones. We're all about jewellery, and that's why we can offer you such incredible value. Looking lovely and blue today, Jenny. Janice from Welwyn Garden City, just down the road from me. I love Welwyn. It's lovely. Have you ever been to Welwyn Garden City?
I think I have, but I've only passed through it on the way to somewhere. Where would I be going in that direction?
London
yes,
town.
probably.
Yeah. In between me and London. Yeah, one of my best mates lives in Welwyn Garden City. Who was that who texted in? Oh, it is my friend from Welwyn Garden City. That's who it is, Janice. Yeah. You're such a rascal. She's sat there with her dogs watching me now. I know she is. Dexter. Yeah, I knew it. I thought, oh, I know someone. Yeah, it's Janice, and that was you. You're such a rascal, girl. Beverly says, I truly think all us jewellery junkies are different, and if you are a little nuts, all the better. All the better for it, my love. $6.95, loads and loads of you grabbing this one. 0800 644 655 or the www.jewellerymaker.com. If you're doing it online. Don't forget you can do it on the app as well. If you haven't done so already, please download it. Great price tag, wonderful colour. I just love it. Oh, some apatites actually come from fossilised dinosaur bones as well. Bit of a boy fact for you there. Boy fact, you missed it, did you, Ben? Never mind. Well, typically, like a boy, you were in a daydream, weren't you? Thinking about boy stuff. Have a look at this. How do you make a boy concentrate? I just don't know. Do they get there in the end? They will, won't they, Linda? It's different raising a son to a daughter, isn't it?
Oh, it's very different. Yeah, very different.
I wasn't sure about my son's abilities because he never seemed to make an effort with anything. Go to parents' evening, excelling in everything. I'm like, are you sure this is my child? Never does his homework. He does it on the way to school. He sits there and goes, can you not go so bumpy? I'm doing my homework. So I always think he's not a trier. Yes. But he just does it like that. Is that a boy thing?
I think so. I mean, at some points in my life with my son, I often wished I'd have left his tag on when he was born, just to make sure he was the right child they were talking about.
See, there's no denying it with mine because he has a small clone of me. Sometimes I look at him and it freaks me out because he looks so much like me that I go, whoa, it's creepy. Maybe I looked like a boy when I was younger, I think. Now, let's do that. Oh, yeah, I like this. Let's have some findings, shall we? Now, I'm going to give you rose gold on solid sterling silver. So if you're going to be grabbing any really high-end gemstones from us today, then I would always recommend that you put them in solid sterling silver. And if you're selling jewellery on or giving it as a gift, I'd always recommend that you use a precious metal because it becomes more valued by whoever is receiving it, don't you think? Now, you're getting the earring wires. You're getting 2 pairs of those. And then you're getting a chain. How much chain do we have in here? Let's take that out, shall we? I do love a bit of chain. I'm going to measure it. I'm going to say, you bet 9 inches. It's an 8-inch chain. according to my measuring stick, also known as a ruler. Have a look at this. So you've got over the average for a bracelet. And don't forget, if you are going to be putting your findings on the end, that'll give you an extra centimetre or so as well, won't it? So you've got an S hook fastening here. You've also got, and I think probably if you're going to use the chain, you'll want to use a lobster claw clasp like this because it's a little bit finer. You get 45 pieces altogether. You've got your crimp bead covers. Of course, then you've got your crimp tubes. Here's everything. That's easier for you to see, so it is. So it is, now, you've also got your toggle clasp, your... are these open or closed jump rings? They're open. Very good. Very nicely cut, actually, because I had to really strain to see that then. Now, you're getting a different design. The clasp is different in your 9-carat gold colour. So you've got a toggle clasp in there, as opposed to the S hook clasp. Everything else is the same. So that's the rose gold one. The other, oh, sorry, it's all there. Sorry. I do apologise. I'm sorry. That's everything you get there. That's everything you get there. But what they've done is they've merged the head pins together. And that's confused all of us. No, actually, I think... Oh, no, yes. No, they haven't. Because look, the head pins are down there. One's larger than the other. That's what it is. It's off scale. It's live TV, what can I say? £31.90. That's a brilliant price. Like, you've got so much precious metal. How many pieces altogether? 90 pieces all together of solid sterling silver and gold, real gold, the rose gold and the 9-carat gold. Where else would you buy it? And does the price fluctuate on the websites that you are looking at the moment? Maybe you do buy precious metals and the price fluctuates every couple of hours. I don't know. £19.95. Brilliant saving on this one for you with a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's just £10. A little less, in fact, than £10 per pack. 0800 644 655 is the number to be dialing if you love them and you are stacking up on the phone lines. I can see all your names there. You do need to make sure you are checking out your baskets. A lot of you love these deals because you are waiting for them, maybe for the Christmas gifts that you want to create. £19.95, incredible value. Check out your baskets for that one. Now, let's give you a quick sneaky one before the break. Let's do the storage boxes. Now, if you are into your polymer clays, these are, they are essential, yes, but they're also graded plastic, which is really essential because it means that the polymer clay cannot eat away into that plastic. When you're storing Fimo, Primo, any kind of polymer clay, it needs to be stored correctly. Of course, that's not all they're great for. You've got 2 storage boxes with the clip fastening. So if you're on the go, or if you're just fed up of going into your craft room, and again, these are for generic crafts, this is not Jewellery Maker specific. So if you are an avid crafter and you've got all sorts of different crafts on the go, then grab these because you'll always make a use for them. So if I open up the first one, you have the large top layer. So you've got the large top layer. That actually comes out, and those dividers are fixed. Now, when you look at the bottom, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. You can actually take these out and change them. They can go around that way, they can go around whichever way you like, pop them back in, which makes this easier if you want to store large pieces. If you are doing craft fairs, if you are doing jewellery parties, these are great. And don't forget, once you've got everything out at a craft fair, you can then cover these in perhaps some velvet or some fabric and use them to raise your pieces in your display above. So they've got kind of a couple of purposes there, haven't they? The other one's the same as well. Now have a look at this price. Like if you walk into a craft store specifically to get graded plastic storage, I think you'll pay a lot more. £6.95. The quality is fantastic. You've got the clip fastenings there as well, so there is absolutely no risk of these flying open out of the blue just because you've had to press down the lid and it hasn't got that fastening on it. So you get 2 wonderful boxes. Put your lunch in them if you want. We all like a ham sandwich now and then. £6.95 on white bread, cut into squares without the crusts, like a child's ham sandwich. That's what I like. Do you like that?
No, because I like crusty bread, so I'll have the crusts.
You'll have the crusts. Yeah. I mean, I love crusty bread, but it's just when you're having a basic ham sandwich. You like a pale crust. I'm all up for the crust when it's nutty. Now, a nutty crust is good, isn't it? Now we're going to go to a quick break, after which we're going to bring you the second of our designer inspiration kits with Linda. More gorgeous inspiration for you. Do not miss it. We'll be back after this.
Amethyst is a gem which you can get in so many different colours, so many different shades, so many different clarities, and at Jewellery Maker we're lucky enough to have pretty much every single imaginable example of amethyst, whether it's natural Coloma Mine Zambian amethyst or whether it's going to be really highly prized lavender amethyst. And it's a gemstone which people have heard of. It's a household name. It's a gemstone with so much heritage, and it's worn by people of all ages, from all classes of society, and it's a fantastic gem to own.
So you have a modern drill now, but we were talking earlier on that cavemen or 6,000 years ago they were making jewellery, and you were telling me how difficult they must have found it to drill the amber.
Yeah, the amber is really very soft to drill, but drilling it from one side to the other, you get you chip the stone on the other side. So optimally, how do you call it?
Optically,
you have to drill it from the both sides to meet the drills in the middle of the stone. Mm-hmm. And that was difficult in old days.
Yeah.
So a lot of stones got broken, and one's drilling from the one side.
Yeah.
And we found the remaining from old shops, old workshops doing amber in the ground from 7,000 years ago.
Wow.
It was that long ago.
And that was in this area of Poland?
In this area, in the Gdańsk area, the oldest we ever found was about 7,000 years old.
So sort of 5,000 BC. It's a long, long time to...
Yeah. That's
This is a basalt lava flow, and you can see lots of different lines across this, what we call igneous rock. It's from the cooling down of the lava. Of course, it's magma before it breaks the surface, it's lava after it breaks the surface. And you're just seeing one or two little bits of sunstone. Yeah.
Right in there where the light is.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? But very difficult to get out. And very small sizes too, Glenn.
Tanzanite is truly spectacular. This precious gemstone is only found in one location in the world, Tanzania, Africa. Claimed to be 1,000 times rarer than diamonds, Tanzanite is the blue variety of zoisite. Tanzanite is extremely popular due to its trichroic nature, which means that 3 different colours can be seen when looking at the gem from different angles. In Tanzanite's case, these colours are blue, pinkish violet and yellow. Get creative with Mark Smith with his Craft Fair DVD. Mark guides you through 6 sections of fascinating techniques that sell the best on his very own successful craft fairs. He concludes this DVD by sharing his own tips and hints that make his own stalls very popular. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker. In case you didn't know, Lucy is pregnant, so come and join us to say goodbye and wish her luck. Tune in Sunday from 1 p.m.
Join guest designer Rachel Norris on her Artisan Earrings DVD. Get creating stunning designs in no time at all through the fantastic tuition from Rachel. The easy-to-follow steps shown on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and experience many different techniques specifically designed for creating earrings. This DVD covers how to make your own findings, Aztec, Art Deco and Aphrodite earrings. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
All of the gemstones on Jewellery Maker are 100% genuine, giving your jewellery designs the beauty and character that only Mother Nature can provide. Carnelian is a striking member of the Chalcedony family and features warm orange and reddish tones. Treasured throughout history, it's long been used in carvings and cameos. Carnelian is mainly sourced from Japan, Brazil and Uruguay, although the gem has also been discovered in France and even Cornwall in England. Genuine carnelian gemstones from Jewellery Maker.
Join us this December at our Gemporia Christmas Ball. Meet your favourite faces from across the channels and enjoy an evening of festive fun as we head back to Warwickshire to the beautiful Wroxall Abbey. Tickets are more limited than last year, but priced at £89 per person, they're already selling out fast. The evening includes a welcome drink, 3-course meal and a chance to dance as the lounge's very own Drew Nichols will again be singing with his band Alfonso's Pancake Breakfast. With auction prizes to bid on and raffle prizes to be won, the evening will be raising money for the Colourful Life Foundation. So don't delay, book your tickets today on 0333 400 0011. See you at Christmas.
I guess early cavemen may have used amber even as a torch before we had wicks and waxes. And the big benefit, of course, is the aroma is really beautiful. They even say that if you wear amber on a sunny day, just even the heat of the sun, or sometimes even just the heat of holding amber in your hand, gives off a lovely aroma.
Join guest designer Mark Smith for our introduction to paracord DVD. This DVD will talk you through the various steps on melting and splicing, the paracord jig, back-to-back bracelets, non-clip bracelets and snake knot bracelets. Get the inspiration and help you need to create your very own handmade jewellery. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Hello and welcome back. We're still nattering away. Sorry about the technical difficulties during the break again, but Ben completely fixed it because he's a hero of our time. Now, it was Claire Perry, of course it was a girl. Now, we have got the next kit for you. If you love Labradorite, if you love gemstones that have got the wow factor, then this is the kit for you. We're going to give you such a low price tag on this that your socks will be blown off your actual feet. Now, I'm going to give you, shall we? It's very, it's intruding on us there, isn't it? I want to show you the wheels. You should never say wheels without sounding like Terry Wogan. Wheels. Wheels. Have a look at the Labradorescence on these babies. You've got the purples, you've got the pinks, you've got the blues and the greens. And these are very slightly faceted, as you can see. Now, they're mirror graduated too. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Sorry, did I whip it out of your vision then? Oh, it was you, Lauren. That's all fine then. Now, these wheels will work very well as little accents. They'll work very well as stacker bracelets. They work great in tassels. At the end of a tassel with a ball head pin on the end, they're brilliant for that. Now have a look, because I'm going to give you the Moonstoningest Moonstone. The Moonstoningest Moonstone.
But this opal, it's Ethiopian opal, my dear.
Opal? It's opal, is it?
It is, dear,
well, that's why it's so the Moonstoningest.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a look at this pinfire. What, for that price? That's why I thought it was Moonstone, because I know the price he's doing.
No, that's it. Ethiopian opal every day of the week. Look at the greens and the pinks and the reds and the golds.
You can clearly see that. Why are you doing it for this price tag then? I didn't realise that was opal. Oh, Phil is about to do something rather naughty. Have a look at these babies, long chips of labradorite. You can clearly see that wonderful labradorescence, like a fish out of water story about that, haven't we? Look at that. Now, Ben's singing like a fish out of water in the tune of like a bat out of hell in my ear now, and then realising that he's got the wrong song. He's really going for it. Can you hear him in my ear?
Yeah, I can.
You can probably hear him at home. He's really going for it. Now, you're getting, is this lava kite? Mm-hmm. Which is essentially, lava kite is black labradorite, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Look at that. So quite an enchanted kit. You've got genuine Ethiopian opal in there as well. You're going to really love the price tag for this kit. You're also getting a findings pack with this. So you've got a long chain, a metre chain. You're getting the big toggle clasps as well. Hopefully you've got a picture of this because I've accidentally spread it across the desk in true Cleary style. You've got a gorgeous, look at the mess I've made. There are 90 findings, but look at that gorgeous texture that you're getting from the toggle clasp. You're also getting your beading thread, your monofilament, and your elastic. So, by the way, if you're brand new to jewellery making, if you're watching us for the first time today and you're thinking, you know what, I'd love to start making jewellery and selling it on, I'd love to start making jewellery to give as gifts, then it's got to be this kit for you because we're going to give you everything. You've got all your essentials. You've got your findings, you've got your beading thread, your monofilament, and your elastic. And don't forget, if a kit is the first thing you buy from us here at Jewellery Maker, you can make your jewellery out of it, and if you don't love jewellery making, you can send it back. We'll still give you a full refund. Also, with your very first order, we're going to give you a free tutorial DVD. That's for every brand new customer here at Jewellery Maker. You should be paying £43.20 for this kit. Now, Linda, what price did Phil tell you he was going to do this kit for? He's asking you to tell everybody.
I can't remember. I honestly, truly cannot remember.
He said he told you it was $28.95.
Yeah, he said it. Did he? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew it was going to be more than the previous one.
Right. Well, that's now scrapped.
Okay.
He's going to give you this kit. So this is an introductory offer. Now, remember, this has got opal and findings in it as well. For $21.95 for anybody who is starting their jewellery making career with us here, or their jewellery making hobby with us here today, this is the kit for you. If you want to buy your best friend a kit to start jewellery making, this is the kit for you. Ask the call centre, they'll still give you that free tutorial DVD if you're giving it as a gift to a brand new jewellery making. You are jewellery maker, you're going absolutely bananas for this one. Remember your 30-day money-back guarantee as well if this is the first time you've bought from us. And if it is, a great big welcome to you. Thank you, and welcome to the family of Jewellery Maker. DUG C95 is your item code, and it's called Optical Property. Optical property.
Optical property.
Optical property is called.
I presume that's because we've got optical effects in gemstones.
I reckon it is. Optical illusions. £21 and 95 pence.
Wow.
800. Now, we have got loads of these in baskets. You must check out your baskets. Tracy in Belfast, you've got yours. Cassandra, Catherine, you've got yours. Jewellery Maker in Suffolk. Susan, Jewellery Maker in Surrey. Rachel in New York. All the way from New York. Isabel, you've got yours. Jewellery Maker, absolutely stacks of you there. Jewellery Makers in Nottinghamshire, Gloucestershire. 21. You're so jealous of the Jewellery Maker in New York right now, are you? Mm-hmm. It's Ben's favourite place in the world.
Mm-hmm. And me.
I haven't. I've only touched down and gone back out again.
Oh no, you need to touch down, stay.
I'm gonna. My uncle lives there. He is the commissioner, in fact. Of imports and exports. He's chief commissioner.
Yeah, you need to stay, Jenny. It's a city that never sleeps, literally.
I need to go. Of all imports and exports, yes. He could not import you, probably not. He's got his own police force and everything. $21.95. In fact, Jewellery Maker Scott went and met him when he went to New York, and he took him around the Ground Zero site.
You have got so many.
I'm the black sheep of the family.
Well, your family is made up of
they're all really clever, and I'm really thick. Yeah, I know.
I don't agree,
I don't
agree with that, but
I was the naughty one.
They've all gone and done something unusual, haven't they? My mum just said, yeah, she's just unusual.
We're all a bit unusual.
She's just unusual, yeah.
Well, yeah, we are. Big old Irish family.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, big old family and nutters. £21.95. DUGC95 is your item code. Now, let's have a look. We haven't even looked at the gorgeous jewellery. So many of you are grabbing this. Our phone lines are absolutely going bananas. Please bear with if you experience a queue. Bear with it because it is a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. £21.95. Let's have a little butcher's at the jewellery, shall we? How good? Now, actually, there's a story behind this piece, isn't there? Somebody asked you, did they?
Yes. A few weeks ago, I had a challenge on air that had some long nuggets. I think it was kyanite that was in them. And I did have a few people come onto the Facebook page asking each other and myself how it was done. So I knew that Pip was putting this particular kit together. So I thought, rather than replying to you there and then, which I must apologise for, because that was quite rude actually, but I would save it for today so that I could sort of do an on-air demo of it. It was sort of called the firework piece. Very simple. Very simple. You'll see how simple it is when we get going. But it was just that there was a lot of interest in how it was done. And I think, Jenny, you hit the nail on the head. This is great for beginners.
I think so.
I think probably for a beginner, it probably would think, how would you do that and get all those rounds in there? But I think somebody that's a little bit more moving along in their jewellery making world will probably get it. But, you know, every day we have new customers, and I do like to go back to basics a lot.
Me too. And don't forget, of course, if you are a beginner, if you are shopping with us for the first time today, don't forget that free tutorial DVD. It will tutor you through your basic beading techniques. It will show you, that DVD, how to create things like a beady bead, how to make flowers. There's actually you've got the basics in there, but then you do have quite a few sort of moving along steps on that DVD as well. Let's have a look at some more of the pieces of this gorgeous collection. You can go either way with this one. So this is a great kit actually to buy with somebody. If you're a jewellery maker already and you'd like to get your friend involved, this is a great one for you to both work with together, because there'll be something for you with those wonderful nuggets. And look at this incredible, almost like it's kind of like when a Catherine wheel goes around, and that lovely the fountain. That's
well,
what I'm
that
saying.
one actually was inspired by a piece I saw in a magazine that was being worn by a girl with a sort of tailored evening suit on, like a guy's suit,
like a power suit,
and with an open collar, and then she got that which was supposed to emulate the tie. So that I was inspired with that.
I like that idea. A boyfriend suit, it's called, says Ben.
Right.
Thank you, Ben, for your fashion expertise. If nothing else, he's a dedicated follower of fashion. Oh yes, he is. I love the bracelet, and in fact, if you are just starting off, saving the charm from that as well. But this is something that if you are just starting off, you could easily make.
Absolutely, that is a stretchy. Everybody likes a stretchy bracelet,
which is made
with the elastic that's in the kit, just threaded on, and then one of the little silver spacers in there, and then just using a head pin to anchor the lava kite charm from it.
I love that lava kite as well. So if you love Labradorite and you've not ever used lava kite, it's essentially giving you very similar qualities to Labradorite, but it's that black colour. So it's like a thundercloud with the lightning behind it. I love it. But this kit is offering you visually something that is really pleasing, very pretty to the eye, isn't it? £21.95. You need to check out baskets for this one. We are getting towards a limited quantity. I can't promise they're gonna get to you if you don't check out your baskets. So which piece are we going to create first?
That firework star dust piece, that's the one.
The boom.
Yes. Now, that necklace is, a lot of necklaces, as are bracelets, are started from the clasp end and working inwards. But this particular one, because it's got that centrepiece, I've started it from the centre and then worked up to the clasp, okay? As I actually come to a certain point in it, I can then explain why this won't slip off. So when you take apart your strand of your Labradorite large nuggets, they are slightly graduated, but not necessarily graduated in any order. So if you take them all out and perhaps put them around a bead or just out in front of you, I wanted to make a slight graduation on the look of the piece. So pick out, how many have I got? I think it's about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. An odd number again. Could you count the ones in the centre, Jen, for me, just to make sure they are odd. It is an odd number.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, I thought it was. That just gives you the 2 centre points, the one coming at the top, which stays above the neckline, and then the piece that comes behind and drops down, sort of gravity's pulling at it.
Nothing to see. Nothing happens.
It's a quick game of marbles.
I just let some beads go.
So these are top drilled as well, so it's quite a good design to use them for. So as I've just said, if you pick out the slightly larger ones for the centre, and then you can graduate as many as you want at the neckline, but the next ones obviously could do with matching as much as possible because they're going either side, and then if you do another one, again matching. But you will get that, you'll go from large to probably just under medium. And all it is just threading on. Now, I hope I'm not going to bore you by threading these on, but
I think it's important sometimes to take it back to basics, though. So you're using the beading thread that comes with the kit.
Yes, exactly. This is a stainless steel beading thread. It's tactile, it's malleable, it's bendy. In the middle of it, it has stainless steel threads. So the reason why I'm pointing that out is just sort of keep a soft tension on it, because it's wire in there. If you sort of give it a good push into a right angle, or you get a little knotted kink in there, it will stay there because it's the wire inside.
Equally, you can curl it if you want to, like a little piggy tail.
Yeah, you can curl it. I mean, I know Gemma used to do it fairly regularly a couple of years ago. In fact, there's a DVD.
She went on an adventure with a beading thread.
Yeah, there is a DVD which is beautiful.
With beading thread.
And you can, a bit like you do Christmas or birthday presents, you know how you do that curling to the ribbon?
Yes, I love that.
You can do it exactly the same.
And you go into a certain shop that sells smelly soap that you have to really try not to bite into because it smells so delicious.
Yes.
I've done that before.
Yes.
I've bitten into one of the mulberry ones, so I'm not going to lie to you. You know the soaps that are in the shape of the, like say it's an apple and it's in the shape, I don't know if they still do them in there, in this shop that's for the body.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells so amazing. I remember when I was younger, somebody used to get all of these sorts of things and they used to put them in a cellophane bag and do all this curly ribbon in them. Do you remember that? And I remember somebody bought me a thing with the soaps in, and I bit into the soap because it smelled so amazing.
Not a good idea.
What, you've never done that?
I haven't bit into soap. I've accidentally got it in my mouth, but I haven't bitten into soap. No.
Oh, I couldn't help it. It smelled so good. I had to taste it. No?
No, I think I just
don't do that.
No, it's not pleasant.
No.
Right, so what I've done now is the overhead's on, isn't it? Yeah, great. You can see I've got that slight graduation there, and the graduation is happening because of the beading thread rising from either side. So when you've got them on, just centre them into the centre of the beading thread, and then it doesn't matter whether you take this side over to that or the other way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go round in a complete circle, and then I'm going to pass the beading thread. Just get over slightly if my head comes in the way, I apologise. I'm just going to pass the beading thread, if I can find the hole, through this one here. If you struggle, normally it's only because there's a little bit of dust in there, that's all. So just use one of the skinny head pins or a head pin or a little bead reamer. Okay, just to get that out. And then the one that's crossed through there, if you then...
Well, you'd have to go through all of them.
No, just one.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, just one.
Silly old my brain would have gone through all of them.
No, you don't need to. And then as you draw together, you've got this one that goes upright, which just breaks the neckline, the inside of the neckline, which is what I quite liked. And then taking the wheels... The heels. Now these are, again, they're quite graduated, the wheels are. So as I'm taking it off, obviously at the end where the tassel is, I've got the smaller ones. So you could, if you wanted to, break open the strand and go into the centre ones where they're slightly larger, but in which case go right bang into the centre of them.
Don't take them all off though, eh? Or do you?
Well, you could do. You could actually slip them off and keep them in a line, okay, to keep the graduation.
Yeah.
But if you snip a few off the one end and then move them up a little, you'll get your space. But go in the middle of the larger ones, because either side of this centre starburst, I want the same size, and then it'll graduate. So you're just working off one end and then the other end.
Okay.
But in fact, we can just slip them off. Let's just slip them off, and then I can work that way. So it just, for me, appears to be a sensible thing to use the larger ones as the centre point. So what I did, I just threaded on 3 on the one side because it's coming out. This is an all-in-one necklace, what I call an all-in-one necklace that makes the pendant.
Is that because it's all in one fluid piece?
It's all in one fluid piece. It makes the pendant and it also makes the neckline piece in one go. And then these lovely little spacer beads that are in the findings pack, which are absolutely beautiful. Great if you want to macrame. You can macrame with this beading thread as well.
So those aren't the crimp covers, sorry, you get
no,
the
these are proper,
balls.
yeah, these are proper
those.
spacer beads. The crimp covers are in there as well. Let that slide back down and then using the little wheels again, pop on another 3. And then you would do the mirror image of that on the other side, on the other piece of thread that's exiting on the other side, do a mirror image of that, okay? And then you're coming along to the next starburst. I mean, you can do as many spacer beads as you want, but for demo's sake, I'll just come along onto the next starburst. I think, is there 7 on it, Jenny? I can't remember.
Do you do the same on each side, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, there's still 11 again.
You've gone with the graduation
that's
is what you've done.
fair enough, that's fine.
You could do either though, couldn't you?
Yeah, of course you could, yeah. Obviously if you use less, it'll go smaller.
Because it's a graduated strand,
yeah.
At the time you've used your brain power, not at the time of taking those all off the strand though and going...
That's right.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Absolutely. Right, let me just move those out of the way. So now, exactly the same way as we did the centre points, we just thread on the next 11, and as Jenny quite rightly says, these are going to be marginally smaller, which is obviously why I decided to use 11 again. Had they all been much of a muchness and been all the same size, then I would have gone down number-wise in the amount of nuggets that I use, just to make it slightly smaller.
Okay, so if you've got a similar strand at home and you're trying to do the same
thing,
do bear that in mind before you go for it.
Just bear with me while I get them on.
Bear with?
Bear with.
While you're doing that,
yeah, absolutely.
I'll give a wonderful deal on some Labradorite. Now these are rondelles and they're fantastic.
Oh,
this is just going to add even more gorgeousness to your pieces. So if you're in the mood for lab, then I've got it for you. Gorgeous Labradorite rondelles. Look at that, very mermaidial. Those are brilliant, aren't they?
They're
gorgeous. I love that strand. The more we're looking at that, the more we're loving it. Look how sparkly it is. Beautiful. Oh, I like that a lot. No, I love it. I don't like it. I love it, love it, love it.
I'd wear that with cashmere if I could.
Oh, we don't wear it with cashmere or mohair. Cashmere, that poor man's cashmere and mohair. Now, I'm going to give you a great price tag for these two. Both strands.
Beautiful.
Both strands for just 9. Now listen, you know that this strand is a little bit more special than a lot of them.
Absolutely.
So that, in its own right, I think is a $16.95 strand.
Definitely.
However, because you're come on, look at that. You can see the quality. Low stock on this bundle. We've only got 20 and most of them have already gone. Judy in Hertfordshire, Vivian, Geraldine, Jane, Susie, Francis, Tina, Helen, Jewellery Maker in Nottinghamshire, Carola, Tina, Jacqueline, oh my gosh, Susie, Lozy, you're there, Carol. You've got to check out baskets at $9.95. This one looks like it's going to sell out very, very quickly. Once it goes, we will of course pop the details back of the kit onto your screen. Looks like we got 5 left. It's up to you. Oh, Rachel in New York might get it. Jacqueline might get it. Lots of you in for that one. Stay where you are in the queues on the phone lines. If you've got an unchecked basket, if you don't check it out, you will miss out on this deal. Let's continue on. It's gone.
Right, okay. So now we've got... It did go quick. Well, so it should, actually. It was glorious. We've got the 11 of the large nuggets onto the neckline piece now. So now, because we've only got this thread in use, we're going to bring it all the way around, okay? And again, take it through the very first nugget, okay? And then just give your...
Same again?
Yeah, give your beading thread a bit of a tug. But what you've got to do...
If you've got dexterity problems, could you use something like a flat nose plier to
Yes, of course you could, of course you could. This one here, which is the one I've threaded through, try and keep that one trained so it's next to the wheel.
So you're using your thumb to push the other one in?
So that it doesn't come apart. And then you'll see it's sort of upside down, it's in the wrong sort of profile. So what you do is you flip it over And there you are, ready to start again now.
That was clever.
Yeah, you're just ready to start again. Obviously, you can. This is slightly closer than the original there, but again, that's going to end up looking really, really nice, to be honest. So you can give yourself a larger gap as you want to, or you can keep them quite close together. Now, I really like this one because those two nuggets are just touching one another, so I could draw that up and make that just a centerpiece of the three. So that would be really nice. And it's just simply a matter of then creating the third one in exactly the same way.
It's one continuous design.
It's one continuous design. It's not... It might be something that when you first look at it you think, how? But once you actually see how it's done, it is so, so simple. What I decided to do after the third little starburst was I decided I would put on a chain, because at the back of the neckline I often think it's easier to, when you're on your own and you're doing up the necklace yourself, you haven't got anybody there to help. It's just easier somehow when there's a little bit of chain around the back of the neckline. It's just easier to get that clasping up.
Agree. A nice big toggle clasp is way easier than any other clasp to put together.
Absolutely.
And because you've got the bigger, chunkier gemstones, really you want to go for a larger clasp, either the large S hooks or the toggle clasp. They come with your kit, of course. Much easier, and it will accommodate those gemstones and the weight of the gemstones. So do think about that when you're putting your clasps on as well. It'd be no good putting a little bolt ring clasp on the end of this, because it just wouldn't hold it together, would it?
No, and it wouldn't look balanced.
No.
Neither. I mean, I know we can't see behind our neckline, but you know, lots of people can. So there's a benefit there of sort of making a statement at the back of the necklace, and also if you've got any gemstones, say there was a couple of Labradorite left over and perhaps a wheel of the Labradorite, you could just drop that down the back from the clasp and have something at the clasp interesting at the back.
Perfect. I love that. Yeah, you could add some detail to the back as well, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely, you could.
Perfect. Now, sorry, Philip, I didn't quite hear you, producer Phil, in my ear. Labradorite bundle you just gave to me. Oh, here. He just gave it to me about a mile away.
Yeah.
Of course he did, yeah. Now, have a look. I've got some more Labradorite for you. And if you've not had Labradorite before, like we were saying, it's like a black thundercloud Labradorite.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is lovely. And I feel like these rounds would be perfect for soutache as well. It's always great if you are a beginner to use rounds, because they're very familiar shape. They have a nice, decent sized drill hole for you to make beady beads and things like that out of. 3-strand weaves, ladder weaves. If you're starting to do all of those sorts of things, then I would definitely get this bundle. You've got the 10mm rounds as well. And then I'm going to give you some wire 0.4. So this would be a great one to maybe practice your rosary links with a 0.4 on the smaller. Do you agree?
I absolutely do agree. Yeah, it's when you've got round beads, doing a rosary style necklace is quite a good thing to do, because it just looks right somehow, and it gives you lots and lots of practice then to be confident to do sort of irregular shapes.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? You've got those rounds in there. You've got the opportunity to have a little tinker around, a little play around, see what sorts of techniques that you can actually come up with. You know, like we just said, and if you have got that DVD, you should all have it if you've shopped with us before, the beginner's DVD that comes free with your very first order. Go and reference that, have a look. Maybe if you're thinking you want to try out a complex design, I'd always try it out in rounds first, because you're familiar with them, because you know that you've got lots of different mediums that perhaps will accommodate the drill hole as well. $9.95, think about doing macrame for the first time. Maybe you're going to do macrame with wire for the first time. Think about maybe doing some beaded kumihimo for the first time. It's a great opportunity for you to grab a super deal, under £10 for the wire alone. If you are shopping on other craft stores or channels, then you'll know that this is a brilliant deal, and the quality of our wire, I think, is second to none. It's all been e-coated, so it's hypoallergenic, and you know what? That e-coating will prevent tarnishing as well. You've got genuine gemstones here. We're not talking about glass or plastic. These are genuine gemstones. TOG C09 is your item code. C19, sorry, is your item code. Diana of Hertfordshire, you've got yours. Geraldine, Cassandra, Carol, Irene. We've got questions coming in, actually, I'm just hearing. From Chris in Suffolk. Hi girls, can you tell a relative newbie what you use monofilament for rather than the beading thread? Love the show, great bargains. Thanks, Chris.
Right, monofilament is this very fine, strange enough, there's in this last kit, there is a strand of beading thread, a strand of elastic, and a strand, a spool, I'm sorry, of monofilament. Now, monofilament is incredibly strong. So don't ever, questions I get asked are, well, I wouldn't use monofilament with huge, sorry Jen, with huge heavy beads. Well, yes you can, because essentially it's like a fishing twine. It's incredibly strong. It's nylon, incredibly strong. Right, so you can use it for any beading medium whatsoever. If you're doing something like we call these invisible necklaces, invisi necklaces, where you just want to, it's also called a floating necklace, where you just want to see the gemstones at irregular intervals, double-stranded, triple-stranded, quadruple-stranded, then use the monofilament then, because you can't see the mechanics then, you just get to see the beads.
And because it's totally translucent, you see this, you know, it's brilliant.
Absolutely, yeah.
Really recommend monofilament. And I used to do with it when I was little.
What's that, Jen? I hate to think.
I love the, well, yeah, it's bad. I used to use it for cherry knocking. I think you call it knockdown ginger.
I knew you were going to do that.
Where you I tied it to a door knocker. Yeah, I tied it to the knocker because my dad bought this big spool of it, and then I took the spool all the way round, pulled it. Neighbour came out, nothing. 2 seconds later, pulled it. Whoa, it went on for ages. The pleasure you can get.
Yeah. So that isn't a use for monofilament, can I tell you that? That's not a recommended use for monofilament. It's a brilliant use for,
and also for making tripwires.
Oh, Jenny.
Yeah, used to do that to me brother. He used to do it back.
I don't advise that.
Kids don't do that anymore because they've got technology. I said to my kids, you don't play enough tricks. There's no cling film on the toilet, nothing. There's no tricks going on in my house. In the 80s, it was all about who could create the most havoc to which sibling. Don't get that in my house. They get on. It's weird. Yeah, kids don't do tricks on each other anymore because they're too busy on their computers.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
It's bad. You should set traps for each other. Me and my
you
brother used to play a brilliant game.
Here.
But you should. I tell my kids, set traps. Gives you character. No. They are dangerous, yes. No, not super dangerous, like my brother did to me. Filled a bag full of shoes, balanced it over my bedroom door. I opened it, boom, straight on my head, down. I was like cold for about 30 seconds. Brilliant though, never forgot it. Best trick he's ever played. He laughed for about 2 weeks, I think, because he said I made a funny sound and just went...
See what I say about her family are all one-offs.
I love that brother of mine.
Can I just say one more thing about monofilament, just in case...
all joking aside.
Yeah, well, just lots of people again on my beginners class say, well, how do you anchor a clasp onto the monofilament? It's exactly the same way. Don't be frightened of it at all. Exactly the same way. A crimp bead, followed by your jump ring or followed by your clasp, and then turn it around and come back through the crimp bead. What I probably would say, because the beading thread has got a slight abrasive feel to it, only very, very slightly. Monofilament, by the nature of being this nylon, doesn't. So consequently, teeny bit of glue.
I was just going to say that. You can use clear nail polish, can't you?
Yeah, clear nail polish, that's another thing that you can do.
Just helps it give a grip.
Yeah, it just gets it that grip and it won't slip through wear.
Please don't set traps at home for your siblings if you are watching. We don't advise that. Of course, that was in the 80s when health and safety wasn't invented. Now, let's continue on. We're going to do another piece now. Which one is next?
Yeah, well, I thought the stretchy there, and I know again this might seem like something. With this particular kit, I thought I'd cover one or two things that I get asked on the beginners workshop. It's a great medium for me, these beginners workshops, because I get asked some questions I've never even thought about mentioning on air.
Can you tell everybody how to get involved in your beginners workshop and when your next one is, Linda?
Yes. Just contact the customer service. They'll tell you when all of the workshops are and who's taking what. And then Wendy Wu, we call Wendy Wu.
Wendy.
Who's another nutter. She will guide you through and take you through on the telephone, etc. We are now actually, I think, offering online subscriptions to workshops. I think we are now. Don't quote me, but I know it's imminent if it's not already there. Yeah. And I think my next beginners, it's the middle of November, around about the 15th, I think.
About the 15th
About
of November.
the 15th, yeah. I can't think the exact date, but around about the 15th of November.
High recommendations for you to get yourself booked in on that. We do feed you, of course. You get a tour and you get to take advantage of shopping in our very, very heavily discounted jewellery and jewellery maker shop. So you can actually... Let's have a look at the workshop room. I think there's I think we've got a workshop going on in there. Yes, we have.
Laura binding.
There you go. I didn't even know she was here today.
Yes,
I'm going to go and give her a big kiss on the lips later. So there you go. There's the ladies there having a good old natter, learning some techniques for the gorgeous Laura binding there. How lovely is that room as well, in that gorgeous conservatory, and beyond that is the shop, and it's amazing. Such a beautiful setting.
It is.
We're so lucky, aren't we?
It is. It's absolutely glorious. It's sort of split level. If you do have a disability where you perhaps need to use a wheelchair, then we do have the lift in there.
That I got stuck in, didn't I, the other day?
Yeah, Jenny got stuck in it the other day, yes.
I did, it's true.
But we have everything there.
No, you won't get stuck in it, it's because I wasn't doing it right.
She was just messing with it, yeah.
You have to. I was going, lift goes up, lift goes down.
That's right.
Lift stops working.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so we're going to make a stretchy. So this is back to basics now.
Yeah, back to basics. Making a stretchy bracelet is probably, other than making earrings, it's something that we always cover on the beginner. So we make earrings first, we get all those sorted, and then we go on to clasps and everything else. And by the afternoon, everybody's making jewellery, of which you take everything home with you that you've made.
I love that. So you get to take everything home, not just your knowledge, but you get to take everything home. And you also meet new people that are interested in the same hobby as you, which is lovely, from all walks of life, from everywhere, all over Great Britain and more. We've had people come from further afield as well. Goodness me.
You don't necessarily have to be an absolute beginner. I get a lot of ladies and gentlemen that come who just want to refine their little technique, you know, the techniques.
Well, for a bit
I
of a
just want to
as
refine
well.
them and just get them right. So you have a great day. We have a real laugh as well. Anyway, going back to the elastic. Now, elastic, when you're going to make a stretchy bracelet, when you've cut your elastic, always cut more than what you would think you would need, because there's couple of knots in it anyway, and then just give it a little sort of pull on it, just to take it just like wire, it compromises the elastic and it just makes it less bouncy and more likely to last the course on wearing it, because you've taken out, there's just something inside. We find this out by using it, actually. I can't explain why, but trust me, it works.
I suppose then you get less possibility of the gemstones weighing it down, because you've already given it that overstretch, like when you do it with a balloon before you blow the balloon out. Exactly. So yeah, that's a good analogy. That's the second time I've had a good idea today, isn't it?
Really, exactly, the right analogy there. So when you've cut your elastic, and then all you need to do is just to do an ordinary overhand knot on one end, about 2 inches from the end.
An overhand knot's just a regular knot?
Literally the overhand regular knot, and then try and get them one on top of the other by just sliding it there. And then it's simply a matter of threading. So while I thread these on and come to the next...
And that elastic comes out there straight away, through there straight away, those gemstones, doesn't it?
Yes, absolutely, straight away. There are very large holes in this lava kite, perfect for stretchy bracelets.
Which is why rounds are so brilliant to start off with if you are beginning your jewellery making hobby stroke career. Now I'm going to give you, while you're threading on, you're just going to do that over and over, aren't you? I'm going to give you a gorgeous display bust. You might see how we are displaying our jewellery on these busts, and you might be thinking to yourself, you know what, I need some of those. Where can I get them? And you're looking online. Maybe you're thinking you're going to sell some of your jewellery. Maybe it's not that you're going to sell it at a craft fair or a party. Maybe you'd like to photograph it to put it online. It could be that you're putting it on Etsy or Facebook or eBay or somewhere like that. You have got that velvet finish with your bust. At the back of the bust, there's a little fastening as well, so that you can put it at the right height. I'm just going to grab a piece of jewellery actually to place over it. We'll do the budding beaders piece. Don't worry, I'm coming. Ben's like, hurry. And do you know what? By placing that jewellery on a bust, you just see what a great colour next to that black.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Love it. And you really need these if you are going to think about selling your jewellery, displaying it. Any way of displaying your jewellery in a professional manner means that you think your jewellery is worth displaying properly. Now, this is a great one because of the length of it. Now, I always think it's good to have things that you display at different heights so that the eye can wander around and everything's not at the same height. So you've got a nice long bust here, which allows you to put the long lariat styles on it. You know, it's just wonderful for photography in particular. Wouldn't you agree?
Definitely, definitely. I mean, I get to a certain point in making my jewellery where I feel I need to see it for perhaps a little distance.
Yes.
Step away from it and see if it's all balanced, it's exactly what I want, whether it's symmetric or asymmetric. And by putting it onto the bust, you can look at it objectively and then think, I could just put something in there. I'm not quite sure. I could put a drop from it or something. And it really helps a lot, that does, to step away and look at it.
You have got your display bust for an incredible £8.95 with a velvet finish, really sturdy, really strong, and it really does help you to display your jewellery in that professional manner. Just £8.95. Loads of you are on the phone lines for this. These are very popular, especially during this time when a lot of you are booked in for Christmas fairs. Don't forget your display. It's one of the most important things. It's your first impression to your customer, and that, you know, you can only do that once. That first impression is the most important because you don't get a second chance at a first impression. £8.95, 800 644 655. Make sure you are checking out baskets. We are very, very busy today. Elle was busy this morning. We're busy this afternoon. A lot of you loving these beginners techniques. So if you've got any questions whatsoever for Linda, if you are just beginning, or if you're having one of those mental blocks where you've been doing such incredible, intricate pieces, you've forgotten how to take it back to basics. I think we get that too, don't we?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You get those moments of losing the mojo. What I do is then I just leave it for a couple of days and just flick through magazines and wait for something to inspire me, and then it all comes flooding back.
It will all come flooding back to you in the end. So we've threaded on the gemstones.
Yeah, we've threaded on the gemstones.
Next?
So what I've done is I've threaded on the gemstones enough to make the stretchy. Hopefully this is enough, but if not, just keep measuring it, because with a stretchy you're not putting a clasp on, so you can measure it.
Because you're dressed beautifully, by the way.
Yeah, this lava kite it really is. You can see all the optical properties in it. I've just got this flash of blue there.
Nice to wear it and you go, ooh.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you never get bored with it, will you?
No, when you're on the bus, you can just look at it and then the journey goes in a heartbeat. So the knots...
You've never been on a bus in your life, Linda.
Yes,
I was just picked on the bus. You? No. I bet you take your grandkids on the bus,
going
don't
on
you?
buses, yeah.
My son used to insist I took him everywhere by bus.
Yes, I like buses. I never know actually which one to catch for wherever I'm going, so I never know where I'm going to end up.
It's always a journey then, it's a magical mystery tour with you.
That's quite complicated knowing which one. Anyway, so the original knot is down here. So what I've done is that original knot was just used as a stopper knot, that one on my thumb there. So I've just moved it a little bit away, and then again, having a little stretch on the elastic, and then moving it over and tying a knot, just an ordinary overhand knot. Now at this point, if you get your thumb and forefinger on each hand and really give that, don't be frightened of it, it's really strong, but if you really give that a really good pull on either side like that, and then what happens by doing that is that knot, that first knot there, the half knot, tends not to slip. So you can literally put the two fingers around there and then slip through the loop.
You don't look like you're worried about the elastic snapping.
No, not at all.
Is it super strong?
Yeah, it is. It's very strong. And then pull that through, move your fingers out of the way and pull it down. See that knot now has gone right over that knot there. And what you can do then is put a tiny little bit of nail varnish or glue on it. Just let it go off for a few seconds and then trim the elastic right down to the knot. Okay?
Yeah.
This little sort of spacer here, have we got time just to show the, have we? This little spacer here, because it's on elastic, I can move the two beads away from it. So if I just take a head pin and let me see what I did on that one. What did I do? Oh, here it is. Sorry, Jenny, here it is.
Just while you're looking, Elaine says, hi, I bought my first jewellery bundle from you yesterday. Could you tell me where to buy the whiteboard the presenter is working on, please? This is a macrame board and is on our website, allthews.jewellerymaker.com. Look out for macrame specific shows as well with Mark Smith, usually, or Sarah Elvin.
Have a look. Great board to work from, but we've also got the non-slip mats. There's all sorts of mats and beading boards that you can buy.
The pink beading board is for me absolutely brilliant for purpose.
It's an essential, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got the measurements on there. You can measure the different lengths of bracelets and necklaces on there as well. And you've got the little compartments to pop your findings into and the beads when they come off the strand. So I actually find that I can't work without it.
Highly recommended. So go and check out our website, my darling. Right, so you
I've
talking
just
about
taken one of the ordinary head pins, one of the little ball head pins that are in the pack, and I'm just going to take it through. So I've just literally taken it through that hole there because there's a really big hole in this bead, and then if you take it through to a sort of central position and then just draw it together, okay? And then what you can do then, if you take your flat nose pliers, okay, and then just cross over, okay, so I've got a grip on the flat nose pliers there to cross that over, and then take the flat nose pliers onto the shorter side and then wind around the excess. You wind the excess around that shorter side. I haven't done a great job on that one, but it'll work for now. Flick it around so the elastic is turning with me. Just get it round so it's just twisted round as you would do on a sort of a back loop, and then you can then trim off your excess here, the short one, take the longer piece here and do a wrapped loop.
And this is on your basics DVD,
That's all
so
on the
please
basics.
don't worry.
Yeah, all on the basics. Pop it back into the round nose pliers and twist around. I haven't done a very good job of this at all, I'm afraid. That's just the constraints of time. Trim off that little bit of an excess. So now, take no notice of that little bit. I need to go in with my, just in this little part in here, I need to go with my flush cut pliers to get in there. But now you've got a little, a drop there, which will enable you to just take another lava kite or whichever bead that you want and pop onto a head pin. Now I'll go a little bit more slowly through the wrapped loop. So pop into the pliers about half a centimetre down, and then just push away, and then flick your wrist round away from you and turn it round and grip again, and then bring that over the top towards you. And then what you need to do then is to take that little fixing point and drop that on so that the whole bracelet now is dropping. Pop your pliers back into that sort of question mark shape that you've made there, push down towards and turn around the little neck. Trim off the excess again, bearing in mind that the elastic is still there because if I'd have put glue on it, I'm waiting for it to go off, and then you've just got that little charm drop.
Love that. Maybe that's just switch that light bulb moment on for you.
Might do, hopefully.
You might be, that's how you do it. Now I've got some gorgeous chips and nuggets. If you remember the very first kit that we had, you did the cuff, and you've used some similar gemstones, I believe.
Yes, yeah, I used the citrine, definitely.
Beautiful. I love citrine. It's the gemstone of happiness. I just love it. It can be golden in the winter and the autumn, but of course it's very summery, and that gorgeous chamomile yellow, which I just love. There's something extremely soothing about citrine, wouldn't you agree? I love that colour. Then you're going to get some rainbow moonstone that is just gorgeous. Look at that. Those go together beautifully. And then some smoky quartz. Is that smoky quartz? Yes, it is. The smoky quartz together. Do you know what as well? We don't see smoky quartz as often as we used to here at Jewellery Maker, and this colour is right on trend right now. Those nudes, those beiges, they're really, really hot on trend at the moment. So these are 3 genuine gemstone strands with the nuggets. You've got the clarity from both the citrine and the smoky quartz, and you've got that wonderful blue iridescence coming from the rainbow moonstone. What did you just say? The price tag's ridiculous. I don't know how these are genuine gemstones. Please don't forget that. I would, if somebody said to you, have a little bit of citrine, about that size, $6.95, you'd go, yeah, good price tag. Look what you've got. This is genuine smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is used by Gucci, Cartier, Prada. This incredible citrine. We've seen this in high-end jewellers. Beautiful citrine. There are so many gorgeous pieces of jewellery that you can see or search for. Tiffany & Co use citrine a lot. You have got beautiful moonstone. I always think it's such a romantic gemstone. Well, of course, you're going absolutely bananas for this deal. $6.95. What could I make from all of this?
Well, absolutely loads. Basically everything that you would want to make, you can make using chips and nuggets. Again, Tree of Life, which is one of my first go-tos for nuggets. But if you want to make, you know, if you wanted to twist them,
yeah,
that has proved...
Like a tiara twisty kind
No,
of thing?
just twist them into like a plait.
Yes,
thing.
yes.
Well, we found sort of by default really that if you use beading thread, it tends to want to bounce back out again.
All right.
So if you want to plait chips and nuggets, so you make a nice plaited necklace, or you just want to do one part of it plaited and then perhaps asymmetric up the other side, is use 0.4mm wire.
Oh.
Thread it onto the 0.4 and then it will behave beautifully. And then you've got the wire on each end of the finished twist to make a wrapped loop for a fixing then, for a clasp or whatever else you want to put from it.
You can get that real Grecian look with the plaits as well, can't you?
Yeah, beautiful. But I saw a magazine photograph, it's an old magazine, I keep a lot of magazines that I've been inspired by, and this particular necklace had got quite, I think it had got 4 chips as a choker, and then it went right the way down to one long length then. So it's got 5 lengths altogether, but 4 of them were like a choker, and then it dropped.
Then.
Yeah, very much so. And talking about 20 star, they make fantastic tassels. So you've got some of the quartzite, use a 14mm quartzite as the top of a tassel and then drop these, particularly the rainbow moonstone, drop that as a tassel.
Yeah, because if it moves, you see that iridescence, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't forget, if you would like further inspiration, then go and grab Mark Smith's Chip and Nugget DVD. Look at this price tag. There are some left, but we are very, very busy. There's a queue in the phone lines for this, but don't forget, it is a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. We're going to go to a very quick break, after which I'm going to bring you the most amazing bundle deals I think perhaps you've seen all day. And of course, we're going to catch up with Linda on that Mookaite challenge as well. We'll see you the other side of this.
Join resident designer Sheila for our Bridal Headwear for Beginners DVD. Sheila will guide you through an array of beautiful bridal designs, including a pearl tiara, the star hair comb, a twisted spiral tiara, and much more. This DVD is packed full of inspiration and helpful hints and tips. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Kunzite is a member of the spodumene family. It was discovered in 1902 and named after Tiffany's gem hunter extraordinaire, George Frederick Kunz. Due to this stone's tendency to fade in direct sunlight, it's often referred to as the evening stone. Aquamarine is a member of the beryl family. So this family